friends, welcome back to the Messed Up Movies Podcast, Messed Up Movie Drafts. We're so excited. Another great Friday of drafting cinematic sequels. So we will be doing a list compiled of the most messed up sequels in movie history. So we're very excited by that. I'm your host, Griffey, joined as always by friend, co-host, and combatant Heath.
The number 2, if you will.
The number 2, Heath. Sophia.
Number 3, so I don't fucking count.
Yeah. And then Dandino.
That's fine. I wasn't here before any of the rest of you, but yeah, sure. It's great. Yeah. It's Griffey and I haven't been doing
guest,
10 fucking years, but sure. Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Aww.
What's going on, everyone?
It's really this C attitude is why he's only sparsely.
Right.
You know, Sam just comes in and he just kind of like fucking waddles in and is nice. And
the last time I did one of these, one of my closest
Dandino
friends
comes in with gripes immediately.
The last time I did one of these, by the way, one of my closest friends from when I was in high school voted for you, and I just was like, fucking heresy. Fuck, like, terrible.
That's me every time my Josh votes for
Hater,
anyone
Rob.
but me.
Rob Parr, I'm calling you out.
So, to be fair, I love that you are friends with so many true cinephiles. Also, one time Amy voted for Sam, my wife.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, I thought you wanted me to be honest. And I go, no, I want to win. I was like, how do you not know me?
Undying fealty in marriage. Duh, Amy.
Yeah. Are you trying to have me bang a 5 at Days of the Dead? What is happening?
Oh, no.
Neither here nor there. Just because one time I tried to high school rules wrestle everyone in my boxers. Neither here nor there.
Yeah, I had to deal with that.
Yeah, he tried to fucking wrangle me back in like a good man. All right, we're not here for all this fucking tea spilling that Dandino. You know, that's the thing. You bring in these LA guys.
Yeah, and they want to spill the tea.
Yeah, spill the tea. It gets very
and I'm
catty.
a Midwestern bumpkin, so part of me is like, I'm going to sit back, but I might encourage it. Like, what
You're
else do you
going to
have
encourage
to say?
it? Yeah, Dandino doesn't have that Midwestern gumption
Tell
and
me
get
about
your work
Griffey
done
like
thing that
15
we all
years
have.
ago.
It's fine.
He's the same.
All right,
he's just taller. That's all.
Yeah. Aside from Dandino's fucking tight Larry David 5, we're here to do a fucking draft. We're here to do a draft. So, before that, a little bit of business. Please subscribe to the Misfit Parade YouTube channel where you can find video versions of this pod, our short films, and you can find our sister podcast, Keepers of the Crypt, our Tales from the Crypt companion pod. Now that you're watching that on Shudder, we know that you want to talk about all the episodes with us. So do that. Subscribe to Misfit Parade on YouTube. The other thing you can do that helps this pod out the most, go to the Messed Up Movies Podcast Patreon page. We have a huge exclusive library. We have television miniseries. Dandino and I are diving back in on Black Mirror as we speak. Also, the way that you make sure all the movies you want us to talk about actually get programmed in the show. Best way to help us grow the show. Best way to help us keep the lights on here. Thank you for the new people we've seen come through. Welcome to the pod. All right, we're here for a messed up sequels draft. So let's start with Alex so he doesn't fucking yell at me again. Alex, what makes for the best sequel?
I don't know if there's a specific ingredient. Like, you just have to do a good movie. Like, I think a lot of the time the biggest problem with sequels is you try to repeat the formula.
Yes.
And, like, that's
that
never
I agree with
work.
so much.
Like, that
you
I think
have
is
to
the biggest
honor
crime
the
of a
original. Yes, you have to honor the original while pushing the boundaries of the lore and the universe, right? That, to me, is the formula.
That's the thing, is, like, you bring me back to the well for a reason. Like, I can't just be back as like, hey, it's the same shit, right? Well, great. That's not why that's water. That's not movies. Come on. It's a really hard, I mean, like, they're there. They're certainly out there. We're about to talk about like a lot of good sequels, but man, are there a lot of trash ones. Just a graveyard of terrible sequels out there.
And so we should clarify this too. We are specifically only doing movies that are technically true sequels. So movies that are number 2 in the franchise. Not 3, not 4, not 5, not anything beyond. Only movies that came number 2.
No requels.
Yeah, no requels. No legacy
legacies.
reboots.
Yeah.
Just that was number 2 in whatever lineage.
The first one had to
Piranha,
drop a deuce.
Piranha 3D is a remake.
Yeah.
That became its own franchise that had Piranha 3 Double D. That's technically a sequel
okay. All right, that was my
you
main
can
question.
allow.
Okay, so for instance, Halloween Kills, is that a direct sequel to
Halloween
Halloween
Kills is a
2018?
direct sequel to Halloween
No.
2018, so I think that is allowed.
Because Halloween 2018 is a sequel to Halloween OG.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's out.
okay, so
That's
you're
the same
saying-
timeline. No, out.
You're
Yeah.
saying 2018 is the sequel.
2018 could be a sequel,
Yeah.
But
I
it's
think.
not a number
well,
2.
no, isn't it all part of the same timeline though? Like Laurie
No,
Strode's
so we
through all
talked
these
about
movies.
this last week. Halloween has the most to steal from our God and Savior Alanis, the most jagged little pill version of a timeline where all the movies say take everything else out and we're the number 2.
Okay, so this is
So
fascinating.
Halloween has like what I think you could argue are like 8 number 2s.
No, I think
well,
2.
that's the thing. So it has Halloween 2, right?
Halloween
Clearly a
2 is the
sequel.
number 2.
And I guess Halloween 2018 is
Yeah.
also a direct sequel.
So Halloween 2 is a direct sequel.
Yeah.
Halloween 4 is technically a direct sequel
How?
It is?
because
Season of the
it
Witch is,
takes away Halloween
Skippy.
2, and this happens after, right? Where Laurie Strode has
You're
gone on
right.
to have a kid, and that is Jamie. So it technically is claiming that it happens right after Halloween 1, right?
So-
Halloween, The Curse
No,
of
it-
Michael Myers, number 6, that resets to be
Yeah,
also
okay, yeah.
in the fucking line. Halloween H2O resets to
Yeah,
be in
you're
that
right.
line. Halloween,
Can we just say no Halloween?
Yeah, I'm
and
not
just
sure
the
you
Rob
can
Zombie
count any
Halloween
Halloween.
has its own
I
sequel.
was gonna say Halloween.
right?
The Rob Zombie
2,
Halloween
Rob
is its own
Zombie,
thing.
Yeah.
That has
That's
its own
thing.
Halloween
Yeah.
too.
True.
Right.
So
Wow.
that's what I mean. This is like an insane. So I think if you wanted to do Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, or Halloween Kills, I would say all of those count to me.
Well,
I would take out
but
Halloween Kills.
you're
No,
saying
you
Halloween
just got to be
Kills does
one.
not
We're
count.
talking
No.
one.
Because Halloween 2018 is the sequel. This
Yeah.
is what I mean. So we got to decide this as
That's-
a group.
Okay.
How firm are we being on it? Has to be the second one.
I think here's the defining factor. I think that the sequel has to pick up exactly where the movie before it left off,
Okay. Or like time has passed with nothing else in between.
with nothing else in between implied. Yes.
Okay.
So in this scenario, then Halloween Kills is
The sequel to Halloween.
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, wait, no. Halloween 2018 is the sequel to Halloween 79.
Oh my God.
That's true. So
Okay.
I'd say Halloween 2018 is on the list.
So okay, so
But
then
Kills is
and the-
not.
Halloween
Kills
is going to
number
be a
3
fucking
in that.
messy
Yeah.
fucking affair.
There's like 3 sequels in Halloween franchise.
That's the one franchise where you're like, these are literally all just
Yeah,
sequels.
it's wild.
Friday the 13th as
And
well.
then Texas Chainsaw Massacre has 2 sequels, I think you could argue.
Yeah.
And that's the rest of them are pretty straightforward. I think those are the 2 that are like a real pain
What about
in the ass.
Speed 2 Cruise Control?
Get the
Good.
fuck out of town.
Please
Who's
fucking
drafting
draft
that?
Speed.
We're Sam.
If you draft
Speed
Speed 2 Cruise Control, I will be thrilled.
Everyone
That
will be
will
thrilled
be-
except for
This will
the
then
audience.
be the longest pod of all of us just
Yeah,
trashing
let's go.
Heath for like 30 minutes straight.
God bless him.
Okay,
Someone's got to do
so
it.
Willem Dafoe leeches.
here,
Stop.
let's run
All the
through
words
this
you're
quick.
saying,
I want to
stop
get
it.
everyone on record real quick. Sophia, what makes for the best sequels?
The best sequels, I mean, kind of to lead into what Dandino said. He said it perfectly. Like, I want a continuation of a storyline that I know, but I want something fresh. I don't want the exact same story
Yes.
again. I want a new take. I want a new viewpoint. I think some of the best sequels bring in new characters that we haven't met yet, and effectively develop those in with the characters we already know.
Yeah, I agree with that. Heath, what makes the best sequels?
The way I always put it is it has to justify its own existence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It can't just be because we want to run it back. Home Alone 2, great example
Phenomenal.
of we're just going to redo the first movie.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a
I
great
really liked
example
Home
of
Alone
cinema.
2.
I kind of love it.
I fucking
I love it. Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying
I get
Alone
what
in
he's
New
saying,
York,
though.
it's
It's no
great.
knock on Home Alone 2. It's just, it is the same movie again. It's just, that's
the
a
same
formula
movie.
That's fair.
that works.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just saying that Home Alone 1 is so great that we can do it again just
Yes,
in New York.
because you put him in New York.
Well, yeah, there's
So
another
that's
level
to
of danger
your,
there.
Yes, you're justifying its own existence, right? I do think is important because to me, like let's say you're doing Evil Dead, right? This is something that'll come up, I'm sure, in this pod. What happens when the book goes somewhere else or Ash goes somewhere else?
Sure.
Put me in a new place, do this, put the same questions and machinations, right? But in a new setting. Hellraiser does this beautifully.
Yeah.
right? Where what happens when a new person who's not the horniest man ever, Uncle Frank, but a fucking kind of autistic, puzzle-loving girl finds the lament configuration. You're like, I'm watching that shit all fucking day, right? Pumpkinhead does this. All these movies where I have this thing I love. Give me a new arena. Give me a new thing. It's like when we played action figures as kids, right? You fight in the bathtub. You fight in the sandbox. You fight at the playground. The stories change, but you still have your fucking toys you love, right? And so I think that's the thing. Expand the lore. Honor this. The thing. The biggest sin for me in a sequel is you can't undercut or lessen what the first one was.
For sure.
That's the thing I can't stand. It doesn't have to be all fan service or a remake. You cannot directly shit on part one.
Oh, I disagree.
I'd say
There's
actually
a movie on my list
Okay,
that does.
so I'm excited to hear this.
Wait, Heath, you say it first because I think you and I are about to say the same thing.
Well, no, he might pick it. He's saying,
No
I'm saying my
spoilers.
preference is that it honors the first
No,
one
what I was going to say
and
is,
finds something.
yeah, you have to, and I think great sequels enrich the first movie so that the trilogy itself. Because here's the thing:
Yes.
sequels are always better, almost always better than the third one. I think like Toy Story might be the only outlier.
Here's an example. I'll give an
Toy
example
Story
that no
2
one's
is
going to
so
draft.
fucking good.
The way Highlander 2 went so out of control and made all of the
Highlander
immortals
2 goes
Martian
so hard
ghosts.
in the paint.
Yes, it goes so hard that it just completely ruins the world. It destroys the simple narrative of the game and the prize and the quickening, and it becomes fucking insane.
Sure.
There's an ozone layer. They break the rule of holy ground. Like, they do everything they can to fucking crush and diminish Highlander. And that's why it's a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't mind it.
Is it really 0%?
Yeah, it's one of the rare 0%.
wild.
It is considered one of the worst sequels, if not films, ever made.
Damn.
I think Ebert said this once. He said if they ever on a foreign world made a church to the worst movie of all time, it would be Highlander 2.
Oh, no.
He said some version of that. And I was like, that's the craziest but most amazing review ever. But Highlander 2 hurts the original.
Sure.
That's the thing a sequel cannot do to me.
You can't diminish the return to the original. You have to continue the mythology, make it better,
Yes.
improve upon the story, so that the third one, as we find almost always, is kind of shitty. That's all.
I
Not Nightmare
I
on Elm
actually
Street.
like a lot of number threes.
Yeah.
There's
So
a
I
lot
like
of
the
number
number
threes out
threes.
there that are just like, they're just as good normally. I've rarely seen them be better. Again, like Toy Story 3.
Dandino, I
That's
think
got to be it.
Toy Story, sure, but like I think there's a lot of franchises where 3 is better than 2.
I
on
agree.
par
I don't
with
see it a
1.
lot.
I
gotta be
agree.
honest
Nightmare
with
on
you.
Elm Street, Halloween.
I mean, you can only look at like
Friday
the
the
5
13th.
biggest horror movie franchises. I think all their number 3s are better than their number 2s.
Child's Play. I don't know. Child's Play 2 is really
And
good.
not Child's Play.
Sorry, not Child's Play. Not giving you that one. I'll let you have the other
unless you're
3,
into
but not
buzz
Child's
cuts,
Play.
yeah.
I do think there are, this is a very small group, but there are some films that kind of are winking and nodding and making fun of the first movie.
Sure.
And there are a couple on my list here, so I'm not going to give them away. But here's one that is not in this genre. You couldn't consider it a messed up movie. But this fits the bill. And that is Ocean's 12.
Yeah.
Ocean's 12 to me that's my favorite one of the series.
Phenomenal.
But what I love about it is that it's just kind of like, all that shit, all that plot that happened in the first one, like, that doesn't matter. What you're really here for is for these guys to hang out and to yuck it up. And that's what we're going to lean into. And in fact, we're going to do it to such a degree to where the plot is so convoluted that we're basically making fun of the first movie.
It's the 3 Men and a Baby
So,
version
like,
of
how
Ocean's
do we feel about like a
11.
Godfather 2 situation while we're doing things that are not necessarily a messed up movie?
That to me
Godfather
is
2 is the
more-
greatest sequel ever.
It's
Okay.
the best.
Okay.
Wrong. Empire's the
Oh.
greatest
Not-
sequel
Oh,
ever.
that's true.
Sorry.
Empire Strikes
Can't give you
Back.
Empire
Come
over
on now.
Empire and Two Towers are both better than
I've
fucking
never seen any of the Lord of the
Godfather 2.
Rings.
But
so
I
can't
guess what I'm
speak
saying
to
with
that.
Ocean's
But that's
12
fine. I'll give
is-
you Empire, not Two Towers.
I will
Absolutely
say, Dandino must have had extra fucking kale or whatever you're eating. You were ready to fight
not.
today.
I'm just telling you,
bro.
you're wrong. You don't just get to carte
Quinoa
blanche
and the kale.
say that. You just carte blanche say, yeah, Empire is fantastic, but it's Two Towers
You
is
think it's-
not better than Godfather Part 2. No, absolutely not.
This is why I need Sam here. This is why I need fucking Sam here.
Sam would be on the Lord of the Rings train.
Well, one of
Because Sam would
the
just be like, y'all ever heard of Mean Guns too? And we'd be like, what? No, just kidding.
one of the categories is the sequel better than the original, and I would say that Empire is better than New Hope.
Yeah.
Whereas I
Yeah.
don't know that you can say that Godfather Part 2
It's not
so hard
better.
because
Those are close. I'm a Godfather 1 guy, but I get why you would pick Godfather 2.
I do think it is better, but it cannot work without the first one. I guess that's also true of Empire.
True.
But I don't know, it's
okay. Also, one other caveat: the only banned sequel we could find on our list that we cannot take, which everyone will fucking yell at us for in the comments who don't listen to the episode. No one can take Aliens.
Yeah,
Aliens is a banned movie
that's
for us.
That's number 1 with a bullet. It's got to be.
Yeah.
I think that
there's another one.
That's in the top 3 greatest fucking sequels that would be on our fucking list for sure. For sure. All right, Sophia is going to roll the dice because apparently
Griffey
I just
cheats.
have the hot hand.
Griffey cheats. All right, I'm going to roll for Griff first. 15.
You see, don't even roll for me. I don't even want to go first.
Okay, Heath.
That's Sophia's roll.
5.
Oh,
Sophia's
I'm
15,
going to fucking
Heath's
piss
5.
a brick. Dandino, 10. I'm going to get a D20.
Watch me win again.
Natural 20. Let's go. 17.
Oh,
So it just doesn't matter. The dice just love me. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Sophia,
to
Dandino,
Dandino.
Heath,
Yep.
me, and then back to Sophia.
Okay, cool.
I just wanted everyone to know it's not
pretty
me. The
much
dice
all
just love me.
everybody to know.
Suspiciously, whoever rolls the dice seems to go first. I don't know.
That is weird. You're not.
Well,
How it
you'll roll
happens.
technically,
next one.
I beat Sophia twice. I'm just saying. All
All
right. So, Sophia,
Okay.
go ahead and take, I don't know, did they make a Jennifer's Body too?
Honestly, my all-time favorite movie, top 3, is in this list, but I'm going to save it for my second pick, and I might
Ooh.
regret it. But I'm going to do Scream 2 out the gate before anyone else takes it. And you guys can laugh. You guys
Great
can
pick.
be fun. I don't give a fuck.
That's a great pick.
Thank you. Scream fucking 2. It is the meta of the meta movie.
Because it's all about sequels.
Because it's all
commenting
about
on
sequels. And it's the most iconic. I think it's equally
Hold on.
iconic. No, stop. The opening is equally iconic to the opening of the original Scream movie.
Okay, I'll give you that. I do
don't think
think
so.
the opening of Scream 2 is iconic.
It's the best
and
part of
We
it.
get
is
Caught and
fucking
Weary,
incredible.
which is like a whole legacy thing brought in.
It is
like,
fucking great.
come
I think
on.
where you fall apart is the
No.
rest of the movie. The Timothy Oliphant and Laurie Metcalfness of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
This started the Scream problem where every time they reveal a ghost face in a movie, we all go, what the fuck?
The Laurie
I
Metcalf
don't
reveal,
think
though,
so.
is one of the, like, in 2026 is hilarious. Like, oh, sick. Ozempic. Good for her. That's great. No one recognized
Well,
her. Like, that's the
let me
bit.
tell you this.
Because then she
This
got
might
hot.
be-
good for her.
This might be a wild take. She's the best actress who's ever donned the ghost face mask, for sure.
That's fair. I really like Dermot McDermott.
Wait,
No,
you're
absolutely
what about
not.
Mikey Madison? She literally
You
has
don't
an
like
Oscar.
Dermot?
Dermot Mulrooney
Laurie
ruined
okay,
that shit.
I know she won an Oscar for Honora. Laurie Metcalf is a way better actress than she
Yeah,
is.
sorry. Laurie Metcalf.
I
Laurie
don't
Metcalf
even think
is
that's
the best
fucking
actress
close.
who's donned the ghost face.
She-
She's
is
the
amazing.
best actress that ever
Dermot
fucking wore the
Mulrooney
ghost
has
face
the
mask.
worst reveal of any ghost face. Griffey and I
Yeah.
talked
I
so
love him
bad.
as
Well,
an
no,
actor.
Griffey
who's
and
the
I
fucking-
talked about this when we
who's
did the
the
pod. I was
douche
like,
from,
what
number
the fuck
3?
is that ending?
Where Roman's like, Mom got fingered on
That
the back
shit is
lot of
hilarious, though. That at least has like
that's the worst
serious
reveal.
entertainment
In 4?
quality. Here's the thing.
Yes. No,
Dermot
in number
Mulrooney
3.
is like so off the
Oh.
rails at the end of that movie. At least
Yes.
at least Roman's like a pissant director, and he's like, "Man, I'm crazy and I make movies." Man. Like that is like
Aw.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Laurie Metcalf
then-
is like
and then
traumatized
Scream
mother.
number, what's the newest one? 7 or 8?
7.
It was
7.
horrible.
Yeah,
That
Scream
reveal was
7's
the
like,
worst
hold
reveal.
my fucking beer. We're going to do the worst
Yeah.
everything in the Scream franchise.
Yeah.
But Scream 2, I think Scream has
a good
had
pick.
very
I stand
mixed
by it.
results
It's a great
in the franchise. So what about that of all the franchise sequels? What about that like called to you?
Genuinely, it's just because I didn't want anyone else to pick it. I think it's
That
something
is
that
the
means
hard
votes.
thing going first. See, now you know my plight.
I hate being first. No, it's fun because it does play. It makes fun of itself. It's self-aware.
It is fascinating that it fell. The movie that was meta and talked about the genre
Yeah.
and now is
Yeah.
talking about itself.
Right.
That was a fascinating
Yeah.
experiment, I thought.
I'm not saying that it's doing what the first movie didn't do because it did exactly what it's supposed to do, but it definitely I think we can't talk about a sequel and not talk about Scream 2.
Yeah.
Fair.
And so I'm going to pick it first because I don't like being first, and I'm now realizing that. I don't think I've ever been first. And it's a lot of pressure.
I like being fourth. The turn I think is huge.
I like being in the middle. I'm
It
realizing
was really
I don't like
entertaining
this.
being first last time because Slam told us what he was going to pick right out the gate. I'm like, great. I'm
He always
usually what
does,
happens.
man.
Yeah, then you just fucking steal it
That's the
from me.
easiest
Yeah.
thing ever.
See, Dandino's already a candy little bitch with his elbows out. All right, Dandino, you're up. Your first sequel selection.
Oh, Evil Dead 2. Easy. Like, without
You cock.
Easy.
with a bullet. Like, I mean,
That's got to be eliminated now, right?
it's
I would think so.
first off, like,
So this is the thing, right? Like, I know we said this is when you said Aliens is the number one with the bullet. I think Evil Dead 2
you're right.
is
It
by
is.
far the greatest fucking sequel
It
ever
is,
made
yeah.
of anything ever. I think it's better than like Godfather to Godfather 2. Like Evil Dead 2 was such a volcanic, monumental fucking increase over what we saw in part 1. I rewatched part 1 more because I like the kind of more traditional horror elements, but Evil Dead 2 is fucking flawless as a sequel.
yeah.
Have we ever had a movie like this where it's just kind of like, hey, we're just going to pretend the first one never happened and just
They
like,
kind of half redo it for like a few minutes.
Yeah,
and then
like we're just gonna like we have more resources. We're better filmmakers now.
Yeah,
Let's just
Halloween, all
do
5
it
times
for
they
real.
did it. They redid.
Halloween 50 times.
Yeah.
No, it is weird because you see this a lot with European directors. They'll come over and just remake their same movie in America.
But this
Funny
isn't just a
Games.
straight remake like
no,
Funny
it's not.
Games.
It's not
Funny
a same
Games,
remake.
yeah.
No,
That's what I mean.
They take the same jumping off point and they're like, okay, we're really going to just redo this the way that we want to do it.
Yeah, I think if the only fucking knock I could see you even possibly making on Evil Dead 2 is that it is kind of regurgitating things that it had already done in the first one, but it does it in
does them
such
better,
a completely different
Yeah.
but
and
it's not
insane
scary.
way.
It's not scary. It's
No, it's kind of more gross out
Quirky.
comedy.
Yes.
Evil
It's
Dead
Sam
2.
Raimi,
Whereas
man.
Evil Dead 1 was going for the throat.
It's Sam Raimi, like, to a T. Like, I think, like, what's cool about the original Evil Dead is that Sam Raimi made, like, a straight horror movie. What's even cooler about Evil Dead 2 is that Sam Raimi was like, okay, I have proven that I can produce a film, and I will do it again. I'm going to do it, though, in the way that I normally would do it, which is I'm going to, like, take all the influence I've already had from, like, the Coens, who are obviously here, and they're off making movies now. I'm going to do these things the way I would do them. Because, like, every other Sam Raimi movie is like Evil Dead 2. Even the fucking Spider-Man movies have this Evil Dead 2 quality to them. So
that was the moment you saw his style
like, that's
completely
his style.
crystallized.
Like, I mean, and granted,
And Help
again,
was very-
the original Evil Dead
yeah.
is amazing. Like, I love the original Evil Dead, but Evil Dead 2 is like Sam Raimi, like, I'm here. What else you want to do?
Also, again, Evil Dead 2 is one of those rare sequels where I bet you would find an overwhelming majority of fans would say that it's infinitely better than the first one.
I agree. So,
Yeah, so that's a rare sequel hurdle when people are like, that's better than the original.
Yeah.
That almost never happens. I think Evil Dead 2 is a very clear example. Alien's another one that people would argue is better than the first one.
In hindsight, I probably should have picked Evil Dead 2 first, and this is why I don't belong in seat number 1.
See, what's a lot of pressure? Yeah,
It's
that's
too
a
much
lot
pressure.
of pressure.
Gotta start it off. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, never.
Yeah.
put
Much
me here
like the
again.
first
I'm never
movie in
touching the
any
dice.
trilogy, quadrilogy, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff.
you laid the
Yeah.
groundwork and Dandino just sat on your
Swoops
shoulders.
in and,
I
in
sequelized
true Evil
perfectly.
Dead 2 fashion.
You're
Very-
welcome.
Yeah, Dandino sequel.
I know
You're
how to
right, that's-
sequel
it's
things.
poetic.
That's it.
we would not have Sam Raimi if it weren't for Evil Dead 2.
I don't
if that
know
didn't
about
hit,
that.
we wouldn't have him. I don't.
I
Well,
think
I think it would have been so different.
It would have been a
Sure,
lot
I
harder
think he would have
for
had
him to
opportunity still.
be, maybe.
That guy would have kept working making Evil
Yeah.
Dead 1.
I think it
like
would have
that
been a
movie
lot-
was that's one of the most often imitated movies and styles of all time.
Yeah, but you guys forget about Crime Wave, which was a total flop.
I don't forget
Like,
about
that
Crime
was
Wave.
just-
Yeah, I've
It's
never
exactly
seen
what
that.
I was going to say was that Crime Wave was such a
Dandino's
disaster.
like,
Oh my God.
you say I forget about see this Italian firiness. I never forget about
But
Crime
it's
Wave.
true though. Like he tried other things and like they did not work. Like those are like until he really found like the pocket. Other than again, like Spider-Man's got to be like Spider-Man and like that fucking Wizard of Oz movie have got to be the two like biggest outliers in his career. Like, did you?
Wait, which Wizard of Oz movie did
That
he
was
He
Wizard of
directed
Oz
the
movie
one,
with
with
James
the one with
Franco.
James Franco.
It was so bad.
It's so bad.
That was
worst
Sam
movie you've ever
Raimi?
seen.
Actually,
Yeah.
okay. Actually,
my God.
Okay, so
It's
I don't know
horrible.
why I found myself in a theater watching this, but like we were in the group of friends. Me and Evan, my friend Evan Peter, we were in the theater, and at the end of the
Evan
movie,
Peters' American Horror Story.
No,
That's the name.
no.
Not the
Not
the
that
Dahmer
one.
guy.
we were sitting towards the front. At the end of the movie, he does this like, giving everybody their gifts. It's like a 10-minute long dick joke where he just keeps making references to his dick without realizing it. And I thought it was like on purpose because it was a Sam Raimi movie. But Evan and I kept laughing uproariously, really loud. And these old people who were behind us, who clearly had seen the original Wizard of Oz in theaters, were very upset with us and like kept shushing
like from
us.
the Dust Bowl and shit.
Yeah, like they kept shushing
He's
us.
like 80 years
And then like
into
at the end of the movie, like these like 20-year-olds came down like, hey, thanks for laughing at the end. We all thought it was funny too, but we were scared to laugh. I'm like, well, yeah, it's fucking. The guy literally says to Glinda, "Come behind the curtain and I'll give you your gift." I'm like, he just like he's gonna whip his dick out. It's weird.
Hey, we all had that thought.
No one.
Then
had
we
that
saw
thought.
Wild. We saw Wild at Heart, David Lynch's movie. It's all about that. No, it is. Again, I think Raimi has that very Tim Burton thing where he's so successful and so beloved and so imitated. But you see, they're good at their thing, and sometimes when they get out, Wes Craven fell into this. John Carpenter did. Like nothing's worse than Tim Burton doing IP that he didn't create.
Yeah,
like nothing is worse
real
than that,
bad.
right? And Sam Raimi sometimes has that. Great fucking pick. That's the pick everyone wanted. Heath, what do you have for your first sequel?
A lot of great stuff.
Fucking hell.
I'm going to take Terminator 2.
Oh,
I know
nice.
that's
a good one.
arguable.
the hand.
Okay, so Terminator 2 is legitimately the best sequel of all time. That's the other one I said. If you were doing like, what is the best sequel?
Yeah.
Terminator 2 kicks the shit out of Terminator.
Yeah.
It's not
so
even
much better.
close.
It's such an evolution.
And to me, it's the best action movie ever made.
It pretty much is. And I would argue that it's very scary. When I saw it young,
super
granted I was
scary.
young,
Oh, yeah, dude.
it freaked me out.
Yeah.
As a kid, that was
The
fucking
bomb
horrible.
scene where like
Yeah.
you're up against the fence.
The dream
and-
The
he
T-1000?
has is terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Well, how about when he's like, hey, I'll call home, and Arnold's just doing the voice, and I was like, that's fucking
Yes.
scary.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden she's like, Wolfie's fine. And you look over and the dad's fucking staked
That
to
was
the
your part.
wall
Yeah.
So
between
That was
the
the
milk.
part
And
where I was
that
like-
was one of those scenes I saw
Yes.
as a kid where you're just,
Yes.
I was frozen. I was like, oh,
That's where I felt like I was in
my
a horror
God.
movie.
Yes.
And I had nightmares about the T-1000.
yeah.
Yes.
It's so creepy.
terrifying.
Yeah, Terminator 1 plays more like a Jaws movie. Like, it's like a
Yeah.
real, like, horror movie.
And I love that one.
Terminator 2 is fucking,
It's cat and mouse.
does better at everything. Every element of it. And even the idea to take Arnold's Terminator and make him the good bodyguard. Like, what a fucking inspired choice.
Yeah.
Like, that could have blown up in their faces huge. That was great.
But it's such a fully realized vision from the first one. The first one is brilliant, and I think that movie was made for like a couple bucks, right? Like in some pocket lint, and it really outkicks its coverage. And then conversely, Terminator 2 was the most expensive movie ever made at the time,
Yeah.
Jesus,
but
I didn't know
it
that.
did not waste a cent still.
Well, Terminator 2 is one of those where it's like, you can see the fucking money on the screen.
Oh,
yeah.
You can see the difference in scale and scope of me. Like, I'll always think back there in the arcade and you're like, hell yeah, brother. Like his little friend, the little rat
Butnick?
kid from Butnick. He fucking backs him up and he runs in the back and Arnold's got the shotgun and the rest are like, all right, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, this feels like a movie I've seen. When he's in the LA River on the motorcycle
Oh my
and
God,
the T-1000 rips the fucking semi down, you're just like, what? And Arnold's like one hand. I watched the thing behind the scenes. They had to adjust the handhold on that because it would break your fingers.
Yeah.
And Arnold
No,
just had this
he's
like
the
perfect
only
ability
one who
to
could
have,
do it.
Yes, he had just enough strength to where if they fucking made it a little wider, he could pull that
That's wild.
weird fucking thing off. And I remember watching that scene and just being like, it's like the first time you saw The Matrix in theater and you're like, I'm watching what will be one of the best movies there. Because I tried to watch Terminator 2. It had the coolest VHS box cover. It had that
Yeah.
silvered out box.
Right.
And I was never allowed to watch it. And one night my parents went to it was like all the baseball kids' parents got together. And this fucking nerd, he's the biggest fucking narc ever. Actually, I'll call him out. Craig Padgett. He don't listen. He fucking sucks. He narked me out like 4 times. rat fuck. But his parents had Terminator 2, and we turned it on. He's like, you can't watch that. We'll get yelled at. We're like, shut the fuck up, narc. And we kind of stuffed him in a corner, and we watched Terminator 2. And we were zombies. We're like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I'm willing to get grounded for my whole life. I'm never leaving until this movie's
See,
over.
my dad was so excited to show me Terminator 2. He could not wait.
Yeah.
So, like, he's like, you're old enough, right? Yeah. I already showed you Hellraiser 2. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, once you say that, you're
So,
fucking
the
fine,
only
bro.
reason I know about the Terminator
Once
movies,
you're doing nit pinches
You're
and dick
good.
rips, you're good.
to
you're fine.
relate to you a little bit. So the only reason I knew Arnold Schwarzenegger was because he was in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And I saw the
Hold
SpongeBob
on.
SquarePants
What?
movie. I am young, y'all. And
I always
so,
forget how much younger you are than us.
And so he did this whole bit where SpongeBob and Patrick Star were writing on his ass cheeks or something, or his pecs. And I went into school to my tech class the next day. And I remember being like, yo, that fucking buff guy from SpongeBob, that was crazy. And my tech teacher was like, do you mean Arnold Schwarzenegger? And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck he was, but he was buff. And he goes, watch the fucking Terminator. Like, he didn't say fucking, obviously, but like, go home and watch Terminator. I remember going home and being like, Mom, we got Terminator. And she goes, why the fuck do you want to watch Terminator? And I'm like, my tech teacher told me I need to watch it because the guy from SpongeBob is in it.
I wish I had the camera on Dandino.
Yeah, Dandino literally did a
He
fucking
got up and walked out.
he was playing the part of Kevin Hart in his own roast, where Kevin Hart, every time someone said anything, got up and did like a little circle.
I laughed and came back.
Yeah, you did the Kevin Hart roast. Get up and walk around.
Sorry, Dandino.
Well, no, Dandino, you should have been here for the one where we were talking about how great Nicole Kidman was, and she's my favorite actress and a goddess.
Oh my God.
And Sophia goes, the lady from the AMC commercials? And we just went, brother, oh, Dandino's doing a Kevin Hart. Woo. Yeah, it's, hey, it's nice to be young. I'll tell you this.
I'm still in my 20s for now.
I'll tell you this. I would rather be your age than know who Nicole Kidman is.
That's fair and valid.
I would take that right now.
I have shushed and yelled at so many people in the theaters as when that Nicole Kidman thing comes on still. I go nuts.
She's a goddess.
I don't get it.
All right.
She's a woman in a sparkly dress. I don't get
what?
it.
She's the woman in a sparkly
That's
dress.
fair.
First off, how dare
But
you?
I
She's
don't-
Dr.
it's not-
Chase Meridian,
sequels.
okay? Show some respect.
I don't know who that
She's
is.
Dr.
Hey,
Chase
Practical
Meridian.
Magic 2 coming out
I
this
know.
year.
I do know
Griffey's
Practical
going to go to
Magic.
that theater fully torqued.
Midnight Margaritas.
Dude, I'd do anything for Nicole Kidman. She could sit on the face. What did that guy in the factory I used to work in say? I'd eat a mile of her shit just to see where it came from.
Oh, no.
This is an old factory
Fuck
romance line. You don't have to fucking think about that. But
Don't
this old
think
guy
about
with
it
the
too
mullet.
hard.
We
Yeah,
were
no,
talking about
it's-
Britney Spears. She was popular. Toxic had
Oh,
just come out.
Britney. Oh,
I was
Toxic,
working on
yeah.
a fucking truck assembly line at Super Isuzu, and he just goes, I'd eat a mile of her shit to see where it come from. And I was like,
That's one way to
actually,
put
would
it.
I make that deal? Maybe. Like, this guy has old fucking folksy wisdom. Neither here nor there. He also gave me a bass guitar that didn't have the top on. It was like a hard nub, and the tuners were down here, like one of the Van Halen videos. And he's like,
Oh.
you best give that back. I never did. I stole it. I fucking stole it. It was great. Neither here nor there. All right, I'm up for one of my first two picks. I'm going to be basic, and everyone who knows me knows I'm taking Hellraiser 2.
Yep.
So good.
So Hellraiser 2 is a damn near perfect sequel. It has one gigantic phallic flaw in the entire story, right? So this is the people trying to recover post-lament configuration, right? We see that now this young girl has the fucking tube. She's spinning it, or the cube, not tube. She's spinning it. We actually go into the labyrinth, right? We see this fucking dark godlike figure, this giant kind of prism in the middle. Dr. Chenard is essentially running tests where he's playing with people and testing them. He gets this mattress from the first movie, brings this crazy guy in who sees bugs everywhere, lays him on the mattress, right? As he starts bleeding onto the mattress, Julia, the sexless housewife from the first one who betrays everyone to just get fucking railed by Uncle Frank, emerges from the bed, consumes this guy, and she
Yeah.
comes out all fucking blood and sinew and muscle.
So good.
When she comes out in that fucking outfit and she's ripping the dart and she's
Dude.
leaving blood spots on the wall, that, I'm
Hot.
telling you, that might be the most rock hard I've ever been watching a movie for the first time. Like, including adult films.
What more do you
I
want?
was so fucking hard. Also, they got rid of that weird, like, puffy hair thing, whatever she was doing. It just worked for me. But again, Julia is kind of the awesome human monster at the core, turning her into this person who's also been ripped asunder and played by it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's no longer under Uncle Frank's boot. She's now her own sexually ferocious monster, right? In fact, we see her re-find Uncle Frank, who thinks the old tricks are going to work, and she fucking crushes him under heel. And it's fucking great. I love this sequel. I think it is bigger in scale. Going into the worlds of the Cenobites was really cool. Of course, this movie has one fatal flaw, and it's that they go, what if, hear me out, we killed Pinhead and all the super iconic, awesome Cenobites, and instead we get a portly doctor hung from the fucking rafters with a dick attached to his head. And you go, that I don't like. That's really bad. So Dr. Chenard in that movie fucking sucks as a Cenobite. Everything else in Hellraiser 2 to me is fucking perfection for a sequel. Love that sequel.
I love
It's
it so
fantastic.
much. I agree.
Any other notes?
No notes.
I mean, it's flawless. I mean, it is, like, other than the huge phallic flaw at the end, it's great. I think it's fun.
Yeah, killing Pinhead is just one of those. It's like, oh, you guys, you didn't figure it out yet, right?
There's always got to be, you got to, when you're working in a franchise, once you realize it's a franchise, you got to take your shots where you can take them. Obviously, killing P-head's not going to work. That's all.
Yeah. We took the guy who had the greatest VHS cover, right? It was like Terminator. That fucking Hellraiser cover is one of the craziest things you ever saw. Like, we don't need in our fucking Hellraiser movie that guy, Pinhead.
Like
what a
the
huge
season
mistake.
of the Witch theorem. It's like, well, why would you do that?
Oh,
It
yeah.
really is. It really
But
is.
Season of the Witch is one of the best Halloween movies.
I love it too. I love it too. But you know what people liked more? Michael Myers. Michael Myers. No, I love that franchise. I thought they really added this like extra elements of the fear of the flesh with the insane asylum.
Yeah.
And the girl who can't quite speak, who's like just only working through this puzzle. I think that's a great movie. This is where it's hard. So I might be outing myself as the weak link here. I don't see a ton of other like incredible fucking options before me. I do think,
Really?
I think part 3s are better than part 2s.
So
I have several.
You know what I'm
part twos
taking,
that are
though?
better
really
than
What
the
I
other
think
ones.
is the best sequel left on the board. A sequel in no way, shape, or form did I ever think would work. That fucking blew me away, like melted my brain. I'm taking Dr. Sleep.
Oh,
hated
damn, it
Dr.
was on my
Sleep.
list.
Oh, see,
I agree.
I think what Flanagan did
Totally
in that,
agree.
in merging, because again, King and Kubrick
Not for me.
classically hated each other, right?
Sure.
And King hated the Kubrick version of that film. And so part of what Flanagan had to do to make that movie was to go to Stephen King and be like, look, I get you don't like that, and he ruined a personal tale to you. When people think of The Shining, they think of Jack Nicholson and Stanley Kubrick.
Right.
Like, they became the icons. And the way he blended those kind of King ideas with getting to go back and pay homage to The Overlook and Jack Nicholson and Ewan McGregor having that moment now as grown-up Danny talking to his dad, who's now the ghost bartender. I thought that movie was great. And then the Knots, right? The evil villains, the scene where they eat Jacob Tremblay. I was just like, this movie is fucking ripping. I was like, how would you do a sequel to The Shining that would possibly interest me at all? This movie fucking melted my brain.
When he gives up Rose the Hat to what's inside him, holy shit, man.
I
That is
hated
dope
Rose
as
the
hell,
Hat.
man.
You hated Rose the Hat?
Shit was
Can I
great.
be honest?
Be
Now,
honest.
Hit
There's
it.
one word to describe this movie. Corny.
Thank you.
Corny?
I agree.
Corny.
I'm with you.
I hated
Wow.
it.
I didn't like it either.
What?
The Shining is one of my all-time favorite movies, and I think that this was such a corny way to try to go back and let's try to appease Stephen King. This is one of the most successful, iconic movies in the history of film, and
It's true.
you're trying to go back and redo something that wasn't done right. No, it was done right.
No. I don't think Flanagan was trying to redo something that wasn't done right. He was trying to bridge the two
But I don't think it
different
works.
versions of
It
the
didn't
story.
work.
Clearly that movie works. It's
But to be
beloved.
candid,
What are you talking
I don't fucking read, so I've never read The Shining, so I don't know.
I have read The Shining. It's wildly different.
That's fair.
than
I
the
just know the
original book.
movie. I've never read the book.
Yeah.
But
I'll
I
tell
thought
you
it
what's
was
better than the book. The fucking Kubrick movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Without a doubt.
Right.
The Kubrick movie experience is way better than the book The
But
Shining.
what Sophia's saying
I'm sorry,
is that,
Mick Garris.
those two interpretations are totally just they're incongruent. They don't work together.
I don't agree.
And
they do
I
not
don't-
flow.
I think it's
There's
novel.
no flow.
I think it's novel that Dr. Sleep attempted to bridge that, but I just don't think those two
They don't connect.
belong in the same realm.
I don't agree at all. And when you go back to The Overlook, you're also seeing Danny Torrance reliving the nightmares he had as a kid. So a lot of those images being frozen as he remembered them as a kid allows you this level of unreality and authorship
The tragedy
have to
that you just
think
don't
too
get
much.
in other stories.
You have to kind of like sort through it all. And this is the thing that I always hate about comic book movies. It's like, oh, I have to do my homework. I have to know what the source material is so that I truly understand it and appreciate it. It's like I want to sit in the movie theater and I want to what's presented to me wash over me without having to get into my own
To
head and
study
think about
the movie.
like stop down and
Yeah.
think about, oh, where's this coming from? Oh, is this from Kubrick? Is this from King? Like where's the crossover? Like it's too much.
I didn't have that experience at all. I thought it was beautiful. It was great to go back with the character. I like Danny's relationship with the young girl, trying to give her guidance the way Scatman Crothers did to him. And again, at the end, by the time you're at the end, you've already had such a fucking amazing cinematic ride. It's just this kind of, we can't end the movie without talking about The Shining.
It felt like a TV movie. It felt like
TV movie?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you this, that scene where the Knots get Jacob Tremblay, the baseball boy, and eat him, that might be the best horror movie scene we've had in the last 10, 15 years.
Joshua Griffey, think about
other
what
than the
saying.
Hereditary car scene. There's not anything anyone's going to pick on this list that comes from 2015 or later that is better than that scene. It's not a thing that exists. You guys are fucking crazy.
The car
and I'm
scene
sad that you can't
in
fucking
Dr.
enjoy it.
Sleep.
The head rip in Hereditary and this kid getting eaten in Dr. Sleep might be the best horror movie scenes we've had since 2015.
It might have one effective scene. That doesn't mean the overall film.
I thought the whole film was fucking fantastic.
Nah.
Myself, Dandino agrees. You guys are haters. That's fine.
I think it's
your LA
I think it's a
pride.
really good. I'll say this.
I mean, I know it doesn't have fucking Laurie Metcalf in it.
I'll
but
say
Jesus
this.
Christ.
I do feel bad. To Heath's point, I feel bad for both of you because you sat in the movie and actually like worried about bridging the gap between the book and the movie itself.
I did not.
I didn't do that at all, and I actually thought the blend was pretty good. Like, I think
didn't
what's
like
cool
the Hat
is
Lady.
I think what's cool about Dr. Sleep is the book Dr. Sleep actually does this as well. It bridges the gap pretty nicely, and also like I like the continuation of the Danny Torrance story. It makes a lot of sense, and it also does such a good job of pointing out like it addresses the thing that I think gets swept under the rug a lot of the time when people talk about The Shining, which is like what the metaphor is, like all those kinds of things. Like, because The Shining is such a good movie, like The Shining is so cool. Can
I ask a question though?
Of course.
So The Shining didn't explain the metaphors because it assumed the audience was intelligent enough to understand them. And then Dr. Sleep came in and it's like, oh, they didn't understand it. Let me spoon feed them what was happening.
I didn't feel spoon-fed. I had seen the movie and knew how to read, so it was totally fine for me to...
No, well, I actually think it's a different metaphor, too, right? The metaphor of the first one is Jack Torrance as a father grappling with the ghost of alcoholism, right?
Yeah.
He's more interested in
for
drinking
the second one is
than
grappling
being with his family.
Like,
but is alcoholism not a level of trauma?
It's Danny getting a chance to be a father figure in the way that his dad wasn't. He's choosing to do that battle and fight off his own addiction and trauma.
He's making the choice to do
he's completing the arc that his dad could not achieve.
But that was Torrance's overall goal. He didn't want to be a piece of shit father.
No.
He didn't
And
want to be
that's
an
the thing
alcoholic
Stephen
writer.
King hated about the movie.
Yeah.
In the Kubrick movie, he did want to be a piece of shit father.
Yeah,
he wanted to write his movie and drink.
Yeah, he wanted to be
or his
done.
book and drink. That's it. This one brings that humanity back in that moment when Ewan McGregor gets to talk to his dad and see him in that ghostly form. He is fighting the ghost of his dad. So that's why I think, and Mike Flanagan's such a fucking great filmmaker because he always has his beat on the human minutia of these movies. And I was honestly, I was like, that to me, I would have said The Shining. If you're doing like which movie's the least serializable of all the franchise, that would have been one. I'd be like, you can't fucking redo The Shining. And they found a way to make this beautiful spiritual companion piece to me. I think it, as far as like sequels who achieved the most in adding to the legacy and the story of their original, it's hard to get further than Dr. Sleep did.
I think
to me.
Dr. Sleep's an effective sequel, especially for being a sequel to one of the greatest horror movies of all time. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's just like a post-it note on the book.
I will admit, I was surprised that they were going to try to tackle the movie. Of course, in hindsight, it's obvious, right? Like,
once
The Shining.
Once Stephen King wrote the book, it seemed like it was like it gives you license to say, okay, I think I can make a scene.
It's time to
if
go.
the guy who wrote it originally is going to sequelize his own
when
shit.
When Stephen King made his own made-for-TV The Shining, everyone's like, maybe Stephen King should not fucking ever be around this story.
Between that and Maximum Overdrive, everyone's like, I think we're done with Stephen King making his own shit.
But Dr. Sleep, the book, was a huge deal. That was such a huge deal. And it took a while to get to the movie.
Yeah.
So when they finally announced it.
Because again, who wants to fucking try to outshining The Shining?
Exactly.
And Flanagan just, he so fucking speaks Stephen King.
Yeah.
It's his native tongue.
I will say, if
And
there's
he just
anyone
so
to
fucking
take it
got
on,
it.
Flanagan would be the only person that I would be like,
Oh, yeah.
I could see him being able to tackle.
Or what about Darabont? Darabont
does
Stephen
great.
King guy.
But he
Darabont
doesn't
does
do
the drama
those
stuff
Stephen
much
King
better.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, Flanagan does the like poetic. I don't know though. It just didn't hit for me. When
And
you
that's
look at
fine.
everything
That's
else he's
That's
done,
fine.
you know,
Hey man, you're only one vote. I'm going for the rest of the
Different
internet.
strokes for different folks, man.
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my fucking
Well, I only
forehead.
picked this because you stole Scream 2 from me, you fucker.
And then you shit on it a little bit.
No, I did. That was also passive aggression.
Strategy. Yeah. Okay.
That's my love language.
That
All right,
checks out.
Heath, now that I have won the draft,
Oh boy.
what do you have for your second pick?
I'm going to stick with my theory on direct sequels that are better than the first movie. And there are plenty. And the next one that I'm going to choose is Batman Returns.
God fucking damn, the
'Cause I
best
knew-
Batman
Holy shit,
movie
that's
of
actually
all fucking
really
time.
fucking annoying. That's super good.
So good.
really good.
Not
Congrats.
better than the original movie, but great.
What do you mean?
I think those are like one of those. That's like a Godfather thing to me. Those are
Batman
neck and neck.
Returns
kidding
is
me?
the best.
Those are neck and neck.
Batman
Okay.
Returns is the best Batman movie.
It's my most rewatched Batman movie
Yeah.
too.
Absolutely. I am on record as Batman being the movie that got me wanting to make movies. It was like the first one that blew my mind.
Ooh.
I was a huge Batman fan. I loved
Mm-hmm.
the Adam West series. And then I begged my dad to take me, I think I was 4, to go see the Michael Keaton movie
Yeah.
because I was seeing the television ads.
Yeah.
You're a huge Mr. Mom fan.
A huge Mr. Mom fan.
No,
As we
clean
all
and
were.
sober. He was a
Beetlejuice.
clean and sober guy.
Exactly. And look, I love the first Batman so much.
Yep.
It's a flawed film now, seeing it as an adult, but there's such nostalgia.
I love that.
Batman Returns.
Not a single flaw.
It is the fucking
Nothing.
best.
It's
Not a
And-
single flaw.
no.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna stand
here's-
by that.
Except
Here's-
that there's almost no fucking Batman and no fucking crime story.
Okay.
What do you fucking
Here's
mean?
what I love
It's
about
a-
Batman Returns
Preach.
is that
Heath is my
okay.
Sam this time. I love
it is
this.
it exists to me. It has nothing to do with the previous film. It has nothing to do with the movies that came after, except there's some overlap on the cast.
Yeah.
It has almost nothing to do with the comic books. It is its own iteration. And it is just so wild and weird and out there and psychosexual
Mm-hmm.
and just it's a messed up
It
movie.
was
It is really a
smart
messed up
because
movie.
we get Batman movies that are all Batman all the fucking time, but there's such a beautiful large universe around Batman, and there's so many great developed villains and other fucking like sub-heroes or whatever. Not into
I like that
comics,
this
but,
movie
like,
is all about because this is different than some of the other sequels on the list
Yeah.
where it's directly coming
Yeah.
from the prior movie. This one says we don't really care that much about what came
Mm-hmm.
before. We're going to do our own thing. And in fact, Tim Burton's like, I'm making a Tim Burton movie now. I was under the thumb of the studio. I had to do what Jack Nicholson and not John Peters, but Peter Guber wanted me to do. And now I have the freedom to just make a Tim Burton movie. It ended up ruining his entire association with this because they fired him after it. It was too dark. It was too subversive. But it is, if you look at it now, especially as an adult, it is a standalone film that is a miracle that it got made. And the villain performances, this is all about
Danny DeVito.
this is all about the duality of all of these characters. So, except for maybe the Penguin, because he's the one that the whole time is who he is, but is pretending to be someone who he's not in order to become mayor or whatever.
I love the
He's
start-
getting dragged into it.
Yeah.
And then the other, so he's the one that's trying to be the reform version. Everybody else is trying to dispense of their reform
But that's
version
the parallel
to be
of
the
him
freak.
and Catwoman. You know, like him and Catwoman are sharing a similar narrative.
That's what's brilliant
and that's
about
what
it.
makes
They-
it
Did you
so
guys ever
effective.
hear-
They're all playing this role.
Did you guys ever hear Jack
and, like,
Nicholson's advice for Danny DeVito about playing a Batman
No.
villain?
Yes. Yes.
What was it?
Get my deal. That was his only advice. That was it.
Which was I'm going to get a piece of
Piece of the
merchandise.
merchandise and
Oh,
piece of
yeah.
the box office. And top
Yeah,
billing
exactly.
over Batman.
and top.
Yeah. Michael Keaton's not that fucking cool, bro. No, I love Batman Returns.
Dude, it's
I
so good.
It's a Christmas classic. I
Yeah.
always watch it
Every
every year at
Christmas.
Christmas. Our buddies throw the world's best Christmas party every year.
Every
the
year they
Rays
have it
shouts
on.
out. That is always on at their house every year. We watch Batman Begins. It's great.
Returns.
I love the villains. Huh?
Returns,
Begins.
not begins.
Oh, Returns. Yes.
Disrespect.
We begin to watch Batman Returns every year. That's how we begin our party. No, it's a fucking great movie. I don't know that I would say it's better than the original, but
It
I
is
do
so much
fucking
better.
love Batman Returns. And again, I come back to it all the time, specifically for the two villains, right? The flaw with the movie is it's a Batman movie where you could take Batman out of that movie and it changes almost 0%.
That's not
It's
true.
the Indiana Jones argument in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
This is one that Batman actually kills people, which I love. Because
Batman
he
kills a
doesn't-
lot of fucking
he does
people
it
in everything.
any other movie for the most part. You know, he has his
There's
code.
a lot of those he does things that you're like, that guy's dead.
This
Batman does that
This
all
There's a
the
one
lot of
time.
indirect death due to
explicitly
Batman.
fucks people up.
Yeah.
Yeah. He turns his he has like this thing that protrudes from the bottom of his car that spins it around, and he flames out a guy, clearly incinerating him.
Yeah.
He has
That
another
guy could live, just have a horrible
There's another
fucking
guy
life.
that
Right.
he's a goon that he
Deformed
straps
forever.
dynamite to and shoves him into a manhole,
Yeah.
obviously killing him.
Yeah.
So Batman's a straight up murderer in Returns, which
Hey,
I love.
when
It's so
Batman
good.
was first invented and first was seen by comic audiences, he just had a gun. and just ran around shooting
That's
people.
true.
So
Famously had
Batman's
a gun.
always been Batman famously is the least well-adjusted and awful of all the superheroes as far as what he's doing. But yeah, I think this was the villain's performance.
It's such a freak show.
Yeah.
This is the freak show of the franchise.
And really, even more than Danny DeVito, who's really fun, that was Michelle Pfeiffer's
Absolutely.
movie.
She was incredible.
Michelle Pfeiffer announced herself as everyone's wet dream for the rest of eternity.
Yep.
Which is insane because they brought her in with like, I don't know, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
was supposed to be Annette Bening.
Yeah.
That would not have worked. Michelle Pfeiffer stole this entire. I love Annette Bening as an actress.
You know who the other? You know
We
the other
ain't,
actress
we ain't
who,
having this talk if Annette Bening was in
you know
that
the
movie.
other actress who
This
really
does not
wanted
get
the job.
drafted.
You really wanted the job was
Oh, yeah.
Sean Young wanted
Sean
that
Young?
job so bad. She showed up on the Warner Brothers lot with fucking cat ears, like hunting
Yeah.
for Tim Burton.
Oh.
Thirsty as
She
hell,
could
bro.
maybe have
Thirsty
done
as
it, but that's
hell,
Michelle
bro.
Pfeiffer's role forever.
Miss Hyde?
That's-
no, she
again-
couldn't pull it off. Sorry.
She should have gotten her own
You don't
movie.
think so?
They
Sean
should have
Young?
made that movie.
I just
Well, Sean Young was cast as Vicky Vale, and then during rehearsals or in an early scene, they were doing a horseback scene, and she fell off the horse and had an injury, so they had to fly in. Another instance where Kim Basinger had to take over that role last minute and knocked it out of the park. So then Sean Young was like,
Poor
I
Sean
belong in a Batman movie, and
She
I am
just had
Catwoman.
this this close
knocked
and
it
just
out of the park. Kim Basinger is Kim Basinger. The problem with the Vicky Vale character in the original Batman movie is the exact reason that Michelle Pfeiffer fucking rules and Returns. It's because Vicky Vale in the original Batman movie is basically just really damsel in distress and like the whole time.
she's
and like it's
she's
not
a
her
blow-up
fault. It's
doll
the way the
whole
character's
movie.
written. Like it's a severely
Yeah, that's
underwritten
right.
character on purpose.
You
But
I think-
guys
she
have
does a
walked
great
into
job.
Alex and I's fucking fortune. This is our Mortal Kombat zone. Me and Alex started podcasting over 10 years ago. We just did a comic book show, and we're like two of the biggest Batman nuts ever. So you will not hear us fucking fight about Batman Returns. But I do think if you're going to make a Batman movie, Batman should not suck the whole movie.
I don't think he sucked the whole movie.
I think he sucks. And honestly, one of the funniest, like the thing that I hated about it when it first came out that is so fucking funny now is when the Penguin fucking is steering his car,
Dude,
and he has the little
that
fucking.
is the
That scene is
funniest
so
fucking
funny.
thing
Yeah.
ever.
It's so funny. Like it bothered me now, but now it's become the meme what my wife sees when I'm humping away, and it's just that Danny DeVito. It's so funny. But the scene when the Penguin is doing his speech and Batman fucking does the Run DMC on a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play this city like a hop out of hell. And it's just like, oh, God. There's some things that have not aged well in that movie. But Christopher Walken also an incredible performance.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
The missile
yeah.
penguins,
Max
the
Shrek.
giant
Right.
duck car.
This past Halloween, that was our Halloween costume. I did
I
makeup
know
on
Josh went
Josh.
as an incredible
I
penguin.
did have full face of prosthetics, and he
Yes.
was the penguin. And then we
So
all
good.
dressed up as penguins and marched around Broad Ripple.
Nice.
No one got it, which was depressing.
Speaking of places where people get shot willy-nilly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Now we know.
Broad
Shots
Ripple
fired,
really
literally.
needs a Batman and Broad
Yeah.
Ripple.
We need a Broad Ripple Batman. I'm not doing it.
it was not us that night.
dude, Heath's off to a
Great
killer
pick.
start.
Great pick.
Dandino, what do you have for your second pick?
This is. I already brought this movie up once. The second pick's gonna be Toy Story 2. It's like
That's not a messed up movie.
oh, it's messed up, dude. Are you kidding me? A guy
No, it's not.
a guy kidnaps sentient toys.
Part 3.
He doesn't know they're sentient.
Part
You know
3.
what?
Part
Hear
3
me
gets
out.
messed up.
Alex, I'm going to give you this one so I can take a wild card in the next one. And you got to back me up on my next one.
Okay, never mind. I'm not doing deals like that. No, I'll pick something else. Fuck that.
I think he has
Then
to live
pick
with
a
it. I think
new
he has to
fucking
live with
movie.
Part
All
3.
right.
Oh,
Toy
I'm
Story
fine
2,
living
I'm
with Toy
writing it
Story
down,
2.
too.
That's a great fucking movie. I don't give a shit. Like
It
Heath,
is.
It is.
Heath
not
saying
messed
I have
up.
to live with a sequel that's my business. All right, I think
Yeah,
it's great.
no, you have to live
No,
and die.
I'll
Why
tell you what's
Toy
messed up about
Story
this movie.
2?
Toy Story. This is
Is
what's
Toy
messed.
Story 2 not the worst toy movie out of all 5?
No, it's really good. It's like the best Toy Story
This is
movie.
what's messed up.
No, Toy Story
It got
3
an
is the best
entire
Toy Story.
generation.
No.
It got an entire generation of people. Our generation, particularly. Not yours, Sophia. You're way too young, given that you clearly only knew who
I saw
Schwarzenegger
this movie
was.
in theaters.
You only knew who Arnold Schwarzenegger was from the fucking SpongeBob movie. You're way too young for this.
That is facts. Okay, when you put it that
This
way.
is-
Sophia's like fucking 22 years
That-
old.
But Toy Story 2 came out in like 2001, right?
That no. I don't know. Honestly, I could not tell
All
you.
right, get on with your
This-
fucking half-assed defense of Toy Story.
It's not a half-assed defense. An entire generation was fucked up in the theater by that fucking Sarah McLachlan sequence. That is
When
emotional
somebody
manipulation
loved me,
beyond comprehension.
everything
And I fell for it
was
hook, line, and sinker, man.
beautiful.
It's incredible.
Yeah, but that's not messed up. That's just life.
That is fucked
All right,
up.
hold on.
For an entire generation
Time out.
of an
The
entire
only-
generation of kids to get put on
hold on.
Lexapro because their toys got left under the bed. Come on, man.
Not
Give it
the
up.
Lexapro.
So the only thing I remember about this movie is that we meet Lord Zurg and that Wayne
He's
Knight
dope.
is a fucking loser incel who sells toys on eBay.
and eats hot Cheetos.
There's nothing.
Or the Cheeto Puffs.
There's nothing
He's got
surprising.
the dirty
Cheeto Puffs.
fingers.
I didn't say it was surprising. I said it was messed up.
I don't know about I mean, I guess it's messed up. Like, it makes you feel some type of way. But
It is a very
It makes me feel like
This
I
is
should
the
throw
thing.
my
It's
toys
the-
away and get on with
it's
being
the
a
second
grown
or
up.
third
Yeah,
Pixar
it's time to move
movie.
on.
It is the one. Again, this is the thing because Pixar does not make children's movies anymore. I'm like, there's no. You will not convince me in any way, shape, or form.
Alex,
that they make movies. for
Finding
Can I-
Nemo.
well, we'll talk about it when we redraft.
children. Okay.
There's a better Disney movie you should have picked. A movie that is beloved in our hearts as a messed up movie that no one fucking thinks about around the Yuletide. There's a
The
way
sequel?
better
Okay.
fucking number 2 that
I
you
know
missed.
exactly what you're talking about, and you and I
Okay.
have talked about this movie so many times. I have.
If this doesn't get picked by the end of the draft, we got problems.
Okay, if this doesn't get picked by the end of the draft, I will redraft it and take out Toy Story 2 because truly, that is the
deal. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're doing that, then
I'll do it 100%.
I gotta say, Toy Story 2, just for the record,
Meh.
the worst Toy Story movie.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's
Toy
the
Story
worst
4.
Toy Story
movie.
4 is
Four
the worst one by far.
Yeah.
And also,
Disney
by the
person.
way,
Toy
that's
Story
not
4
that
might be
bad.
worse.
Either way.
It's not
Well, no, it's
that
like
bad.
picking between the best blowjob. You're like, that girl had less teeth, she wins, but they're all blowjobs. It's
Well,
fine.
There
that's a
shouldn't
cool
be teeth in
metaphor to
any
use.
blowjob.
Copy that.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, the teeth
Real
are still
progressive.
there.
yeah, you don't got to use them. They don't got to
Well,
touch.
right, like if I
No,
fucking
keep
jump
up
in the
with this
water and
metaphor.
fish
This is
don't
good. I
bite me,
like
they
this.
still
Yeah,
live
this
there.
is great.
Toy Story 2, hear me out. Toy Story 2, no teeth. Toy Story 4 is like teeth, plaque, and braces.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wait, could that be good, though?
No. You
No.
want your fucking pubes getting ripped out by braces?
Guys.
First off, it's 2026. Who has pubes?
Oh, no.
Come on, we're
That's
grown-ups
fair.
here, right?
Touche.
Everyone's got $25 to get one of those underwater fucking scapers.
I just can't believe that Toy Story 2 is a pick.
Literally,
Anyways.
if it's 2026 and you have pubes,
I don't feel bad.
and you're not like working in a circus sideshow, do better. Like if they put you in a cage and like throw daggers at you and show that you have pubes, that's fine.
What are
No one
pubes? Is that like a merkin?
Yeah, no one should have those
You mean
anymore. What the
American?
fuck are we
I'm
doing?
actually really glad. I'm glad Griffey brought up the redraft because Griff and I have the deal. I will redraft it for sure.
All right,
'Cause
cool.
I know what I'm
All right,
doing.
There's a
Sophia.
sequel.
Yeah,
now
you
I'm
had
curious,
two picks
though.
on the turn.
There's a Disney sequel. Don't tell me it's Santa Claus 2.
Shh, don't fucking
I can't
don't
stand
interrupt.
y'all.
Just
Don't
just
do
pick
that.
your picks.
Just
Just
I can't
pick your own
pick your own fucking
stand
movie.
You guys.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, my own fuck movie that was better than number 1 is Smile 2.
Oh,
that is
okay.
good.
So
Definitely on my list.
Yep.
I 1000% agree.
Yes.
Yes. 100%
Smile
better
2,
than Smile.
Again, and I got yelled at for this when I went Obsession. Everyone's like, "This is mind blowing. It's a great." I was like, "Obsession's just a not as good Smile 2."
Correct.
Smile 2
Well,
is
no, not
fucking
correct, but-
incredible.
So good. So fucking good. We
It's
open with
such a good
Kyle
movie.
Gallner trying to like end this fucking curse.
Mhm.
And what happens? Oops, just kidding, baby boy. You
Yes.
got out. And then we got this new generational, and they did what a lot of sequels don't do, which is we're going to carry on the story of number one, but we're going to give you a whole new fucking
Yeah.
character base. We're giving you a whole new setting. We're giving you a whole new level of stakes.
Yes, you know what is so much scarier about Smile 2? She's fucking famous. What does
Yeah.
she do all day? Have to go and fucking smile in other people's faces
Yeah.
that could be
Absolutely
anyone.
Anybody, everybody.
Dude, it's so scary. The
Yep.
TikTok dancer scene is fucking
Ugh,
wild.
hate it.
The naked fucking fanboy in her apartment is fucking wild. The fact that she doesn't have a fucking friend on Earth because of who she is. She can't meet anyone. Like,
Well,
if
she
if
has
they're
that
not,
old friend she reconnects
but she
with.
fucking lost her shit on her because she was a drug addict.
Sure.
And so, like, she has one connection to a human life. And of course, this thing fucking preys on her.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's terrifying, too, because it ends and you're like, well, we can't do Smile 3 because
Everybody.
the whole
Everyone's
stadium
infected, right?
just saw the Smile Demon. So you're like, that's going to be fucking 10,000 more dead people.
Yep.
Now the Smile Demon's like 10,000 strong. But again, the stakes are better. The pacing's better, the filming's better, the character's more engaging, and I'm a person who loves Smile 1. I think
It was
that movie's great
But
too.
what they did as effective filmmakers is they learned their
Yes.
lessons from number one.
Yes.
And they didn't take anything to offense, and they took everything constructively. They went
Yes.
into 2, and they're like, okay, cool. We see your complaints. Here
Turn
you
those
fucking
knobs
go.
up.
Yes. I liked that
every
they-
knob was a Spinal Tap 11.
Yeah, I liked that there was an observance. Like, I think this is like the hardest thing when it comes to those sequels with like rules and stuff like that is they always have to break them. Like Griffey and I talk about this with It Follows all the time. It's just like,
Well,
Yeah.
they're literally doing another It
yeah,
Follows.
and I'm like,
That's
great.
so
Is it just
funny.
like,
Are they
is it
gonna do
called
this?
It Follows 2? Like, we don't care about the rules, just enjoy the movie. Enjoy it, pig.
It Follows.
I like
Just
Smile
watch
2
it.
because it actually is like following the rules of, it follows the rules of its own mythology. I like that shit.
Well, that's why Smile's brilliant, because the rule's simple. You just see people smile,
Yeah.
and it fucking severs you from like your normal day-to-day life,
it.
and then whenever it's ready, you just fucking lose. That's
Yeah.
it. Or you can kill someone. Those are the only rules. There's no kind of poppycock. There's no fat on the bones,
It's
right?
white
just
or it's
it is
wheat bread. You
lean
get
and
2
fucking mean.
options. Yeah.
And something about her being the pop star just made that explode. And
Yeah.
again, everyone was talking about all these like horror movie performances that like should win awards.
She did phenomenal.
She's great.
She's
Yeah.
fucking incredible
wonderful.
in that movie. And that's the thing. We're saying her. We don't know her fucking name, and I've never seen her in
Facts.
anything again
That
after.
is true.
And, like
Yeah.
that's really sad.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the best horror movie performances in the last 10 years.
To me, this is a huge flex by director Parker Finn
Yeah.
because he did the short film.
By the way, her name's
Yeah.
Naomi Scott. Just going to say.
Naomi Scott.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dandino.
Laura Hasn't Slept, I think, was the short film that kicked this whole thing off. And as I recall, he did not really anticipate that that was going to turn into a full feature film. And the short went crazy, and he got representation, and he was hounded. Like, hey, you could have something here. So let's do a Smile. And he whips up Smile, the first movie, which I feel like is a good concept movie, but maybe, it has some weak points. It definitely soars in spots. But Smile 2, he didn't have to direct, by the way. This is why I think it's a flex. He could have easily said, well, I'm an auteur. I'm going to go off and I'm going to develop the next thing. No, he came back and he said, almost like Sam Raimi, like we talked about earlier. It's like, let me make a better version. Like,
Yeah.
let me really...
Now I have money. Let me show you what I can fucking do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is my chance to really show what I'm about and what I
Yeah.
can do. And he fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
my
was
God.
incredible.
So good.
Yeah, and again, Smile's one of the first movies where like my kid was little and getting into horror, and he's like, I want to go. I was like, nah, you can't go to this one. And I finally caved. That's the only movie I've ever had to walk out of the theater with him because he was so fucking
Oh,
scared.
yeah.
And he started Smile 2. He's like, I'm ready now. I'm a man.
Aw.
He didn't make it through Smile 2 either.
Yeah.
Like that, the 2 movies my sons will not fucking finish and don't even want to turn on. Smile and Evil Dead Rise. They
Evil
want
Dead
no
Rise is
fucking parts of
fucked
whatever
up.
those movies are
Yeah.
doing. And again, for Smile to be that fun, that clever, that bombastic, and again, I think it easily fucking laps part one,
Agreed.
which is a sequel moonshot. That almost never happens. Yeah. Sophia, I think that's an inspired
Top
pick.
notch.
What do you have for your second pick on the turn?
I'm going to do Child's Play 2.
Okay, I actually love Child's
I love
Play
it.
too.
We start to get that lore of like, oh, Chucky is more than just this doll. He's trying to leave this body. He can't. We get that really cool ending sequence of like him in the factory with I can't remember either of their names, but the child and the babysitter, Riley, maybe Eli, I don't remember. Fighting
Random
the Chucky
whites,
doll, right? We get the fucking really cool like knife fucking nub of Chucky
Oh,
where
where
he's
he
just
puts the
fucking yeah.
But dude, this one is great because this one starts off with what you find out about this one is what's really brilliant about this. So it starts with the Good Guy Corporation.
Yeah,
They're
the
like,
lab.
we took a PR hit
We're gonna bring
because
this
this
doll
single
back.
mom who's a hardworking, non-criminal single mom told us that her son's Chucky doll killed all these people.
Yeah,
She's gone. Like she went to jail or an asylum. They just literally took
dropped it off.
this kid's mom and fuck Andy's mom and threw her fucking ass away for telling the truth. So now Andy is in the foster system. When Garrett Graham and them pick him up, right? They play the fosters in the movie. Great character actor Garrett Graham. When they pick him up, they almost get fucking murdered by a collision with a good guy's truck. And so you realize Andy's going to be fighting with this thing forever. The house he goes to has a good guy's doll that then the Chucky good guy's doll come and replaces. He even buries it in the backyard. He's like, nice try, pal.
They accidentally revitalized Chucky. They're like, there's no way that this is real. Let's bring him. Let's reassemble him and see what this is about. And
yeah,
then
because the evil
like,
Chucky doll's like mixed in with the plastic for the rubbers from all the others.
Well, no, they brought Chucky to a lab. And they tried to bring him back to
right.
life.
This is the electricity one.
Yeah, and then
because they
he
show
shocks
us
the
making all
doctor.
the Chuckies, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "Turn it on!"
Yep.
And the electricity shocks everyone, and they're like, "That can't be Chucky. That's an electrical."
And then
malfunction."
he's like, "No, I'm fucking back." And that's when he becomes almost more sentient. And he's like, "I need to leave this body. I need to go into something else." But then he gets
because he has X amount of time. His body's getting more and more human, so he needs to transfer to Andy so he can be a human. Otherwise, he's going to be this weird, like 1.5 foot tall human.
Yep.
Again, though, what was really cool, this was the one where the budget or whatever had happened from the success of Child's Play. This is where we really see Chucky doing some cool shit. This was the one where he walks out to kill the teacher, and I'll never forget seeing
The
Chucky
ruler
smack the
or the
yardstick in his hand.
Yep.
And I was just like, oh, Chucky's gonna fuck this bitch up. And it blew my fucking mind. The little walking, the fucking hand.
Yep.
I love this sequel.
It was fun.
It's super fun.
they
And
had-
again, the foster parent element and no adults believe him. Because that's the scariest thing in part one is this kid's telling the truth and no one believes. He gets put in like an asylum, essentially. That's fucking scary. They're just running that back again. But now they're foster kids who, we
got
already
a bad
care
rep,
about the least.
But yeah.
Yeah. Not me personally, but the characters in the movie. That
movie,
sounded
yeah.
fucking wild. I don't want that to get taken out of context.
Yeah.
I fucking, as an adopted person myself, I fucking appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yes.
The stakes were a lot higher. And then getting rid of Chucky in the end, which obviously we know we never get rid of Chucky. But that whole like, oh, we got him. Just kidding. You didn't get him. Oh, we got him again. No, you didn't. One more time, maybe. You still fucking didn't. Like,
and it's in a factory of all good guy dolls. It's fucking great, dude.
It was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot better than the first one. The first one was still good. It obviously launched off this iconic franchise, but the second one was more playful. And when you're doing a movie about
the first
toys,
one's a
it
little
needs to
more
be
like
playful.
gritty Chicago.
Yeah.
And this one
Dirty,
just fully like put the like Saturday morning cartoon aesthetic.
The first one's Tom Holland.
Into
Man.
Chucky.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Just one of the
Tom Holland
is
is easily one of the most underappreciated horror movie directors. That guy just had bangers everywhere. But yeah, I actually think Child's Play 2 is fantastic. I would also, again, I've always said this, Child's Play has the highest batting average of any franchise of the major horror movie villains.
Yeah.
They're all pretty fucking great.
Bride of Chucky. I know a
Bride
lot
of
of people
Chucky's
shit on it, but I love it.
I love that movie too. Alex! So Sophia has added Smile 2 and Child's Play 2.
Nice.
What will you take next?
I will take my favorite horror series, even though it kind of petered out really bad. But Damien, Omen 2. Fucking love it.
Oh, dude!
I'm gonna let you have that one.
Fucking
fucking love Omen 2.
Dude, Omen 2 is, okay, this is, the first one is incredible. I like
What a fucking great pick. I didn't even
Like,
think of this.
the first Omen is it's also stacked. Like you literally have fucking Gregory Peck and Richard Donner, like all these great things.
Yeah. Literal Ahab Gregory
You're
Peck's
never
like,
going
"Dear
to find
God."
a better kid to look creepy at the end of a movie than little Harvey, whatever his name is. Like these are things that are just unmatched. What Omen 2 does is like, okay, we're never going to be able to outdo that shit. So why don't we just let's keep the mythology. Like we all know the scares that are going to come, which is like, but let's also make this about someone discovering who they are, like this weird origin story, but also like coming to grips, like just like it's like this again. It's almost like a Jesus thing, which is wild. Like in the movie, Damien essentially comes to grips with who he is. Even like has this no, like he can't handle being the Antichrist.
Well, dude,
Like,
how about
that's
when his
great.
cousin confronts him
Yeah,
and he's just like, hey, man, and Damien's
They
like, dude, you
scanners?
gotta be with
Just
me.
scanners them. It's
Yeah,
so
you
good.
gotta be with me or else.
Now,
And yeah, it's this very subdued
Granted-
murder because the Omen has big kills.
Yeah, like, granted,
right. This
it's
one
not-
has like the train car collapsing. It has great fucking kills. But this moment is the maybe the most poignant moment
It's
in the
so
entire
good.
Omen franchise.
'Cause it is like
where
the moment
Damien's
of,
just telling
like,
his cousin,
should I
"Dude,
do
I don't
this?"
want to destroy you.
Yeah.
Just fucking ride with me." And his cousin's like, "No, you're the fucking Antichrist." Just fucking awesome, so matter of fact out in the woody,
Yeah, I mean, it is like,
snowy
well,
forest. It's so sad
it's
and pitiful.
The only time,
And again,
in
it's
these
the
movies-
last bit
Yeah,
of fucking
it's the last
humanity
bit of
Damien
humanity
will
he's
ever
got.
experience.
But it's not
Oh!
even the best kill. The best kill is the reporter, because there's like they introduce this crow that's like his watch. It's like the watchdog from the first one.
I forgot about
So
that.
the
yeah.
crow is like the Overwatch. It's like the Overwatch, and the reporter who basically discovers the whole thing. She's like, it's my because we talked about this during one of the Halloweens. Like I truly like it's one of my favorite sequences. Is like she's by herself driving with information only she knows down a vacant road. No one else is there. She's driving, and this crow flies into her car and pecks her eyeballs out. She crashes her car, and you're like, oh, that's it for her. No.
Yeah, because she doesn't hit the brakes. She's just,
Gets
God,
out
no!
of the car that's run into the embankment and walks onto the road and gets obliterated by a semi that just so happens to be passing this completely. Like, it's perfect. It's incredible.
It's great. It adds
But it
to
adds
the
to
lore.
the mythology.
It puts them in a cool new location. And again, The Omen doesn't get enough credit for how good of a That's another one where every movie in that franchise is great.
But even like,
And again, it was Final Destination before Final Destination.
I mean,
like the best kills.
even the third one that they
in The
like
Omen.
didn't think was that good. Like the third one's great too. Like
I like the third one with
I
Sam
think the
Neill.
third
Yeah.
one was
That's
Sam
Sam Neill one. Okay.
Yeah, where Sam Neill's just like, hey man, I'm a little nervous. What I need you guys to do is go out and kill every fucking baby in the
by
UK.
the way. Like it's
And then at the end, Jesus comes out in like a fucking to like a Rush song, and you're like, all right, this is pretty cool.
like that's the other thing too is
It's
they
not
won't
the
say
best movie, but
Jesus
it's
in the
fun.
movies like the Nazarene. I'm like, come on,
The Nazarene.
you gotta love this shit, man. Yeah, Omen 2.
Oh, dude, where the lady fucking irons her own baby. in
Dude, that is
part 3.
fucked
Holy
up. The kills in the Omen trilogy are
Yes. Good fucking call on the Omen. That was not on my list, and that's a huge oversight. That's a great franchise. Heath, what do you have for your third pick?
Okay, let's go with, in my opinion, okay, actually I have to qualify this. I was about to say something that is not true that would be very inflammatory.
Oh.
I've been trying to pick sequels.
Relax, Sam.
I've been trying to pick sequels that to me outdo the original. I wouldn't say that this one outdoes the original, but it is my favorite film of the franchise, and that is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
God!
Interesting.
All right, I'm actually mad that wasn't on my
Interesting.
list either.
I love this movie so much. It's one of the first messed up movies for me. It is the movie that created PG-13.
Yeah.
Damn it!
It was so dark that they had to go a rating between PG and R.
Yeah.
And this is Spielberg touched the line many times, right? Jaws and then Poltergeist.
Yes.
And he kept going there, and they're finally like, okay, man, like we can't keep these as PG. It doesn't
brother.
quite meet R, but we have to have something in between. And you have this like dark, almost voodoo magic going on.
So there's children's slavery, human trafficking,
Yes.
Yep.
human
Is
sacrifice,
that the one with the cup?
heart rips.
No, that's the Last
right?
Crusade.
Like religious rituals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
this
to
is
me-
where they are abducting all the kids to
Kalima.
work in the mines.
Kalima.
Yeah, the guy with the horns, Kalima,
Yeah.
and he's ripping hearts
when
out. and
he
shit.
rips the heart out, for one, I'm like, my soul left my body. And then also at the end when they're on the bridge and everybody's falling into the alligator infested river and being eaten alive and
Yeah.
being rolled by alligators.
Indiana Jones really was like catnip for like all those things you thought were cool and scary as a
Holy
kid.
shit. Yeah. I mean, it
Great.
really disturbed me. I thought
The
it was
only
so
reason
fucked
this
up.
is not the greatest Indiana Jones movie
Kate Capshaw.
is that, well, yes, her for sure. It's that first 40 minutes that have nothing to do with the movie.
But I like
this,
that
had
40
this
minutes.
movie just bombed right in
I agree.
to the cult and like Indiana Jones and investigate, this would have lapped all those other movies by a mile.
It's weird because it's also supposed to be a prequel. It takes
Yes.
place
Yeah.
I
prior.
always forget it's a
it
fucking
takes place
prequel.
prior
That's
to
right.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's got to be one of the first times that happened with genre film too. Like
Had to be, right?
Yeah.
Because like
Well, because everyone who watched it and then someone somewhere was like, it's a prequel. And every single person who watched it went, what?
What's that prequel?
Why? Why?
why are you telling a
I
story
think the-
beforehand? Nazis are always bad. Meh.
I think the reason
True.
I like this movie and most people, it's not their favorite, is the same reason as Batman Returns. Is it's just darker and weirder
Yeah.
and subversive, and it just goes
Yeah.
places that the rest of the franchise never
Sure.
dares go.
Well, that's the thing I would say is this is the one I come back to the most by far.
Same.
And it's not even close.
You know
I
what,
watched
though?
this one all like 10 to 1
This is-
any other
This is the
Indiana
thing
Jones
about
movie.
that, though, because I agree. Like Temple of Doom is one that people come back to a lot, and I've talked a lot about this. Like there are movies from our childhood and from our collective consciousness that are maligned by critics or whoever you want, like the general intelligentsia of today, especially like online critics and stuff like that. There are so many movies like this that we all collectively come back to and be like, why were we so harsh about? What were we trying to prove by saying this sucked or that sucked? Like,
That's a great
I think
point.
it's a really fascinating thing because Temple of Doom is one of those that everybody brings up. Is like, I guess it wasn't that bad, was it? It's like, no, like, what were you expecting from an Indiana Jones movie? Like, there's
Right.
not.
No, I think it's fair because if you look at Raiders, it's just such a perfectly calibrated film.
But-
it has the adventure, it has the humor.
Sure.
It's just everything's clicking perfectly. What Temple of Doom does, it goes very kabuki, it goes very horror, and it's over the top and
Well,
weird.
they're also both like Spielberg and Lucas have said like we were
They were
both
going
going
through
through divorces,
divorces.
so we wanted to be like mean. So it was just one of those
Yeah.
things where.
It's mean-
We just wanted to fucking let these
it's a
women know.
mean-spirited movie.
But I think that's
To your
what's
point,
interesting about it. Like that's why we come back and like kind of relitigate these kinds of movies that like maybe at the time were not loved and like 10 years after like that really isn't that great, but we can all just say it was a good movie anyways. Now we can actually look at these like a lot of movies like this, especially in the early 90s and late 80s. You watch these movies and you're like, I was very harsh to judge this movie. Like I was so quick to judge that movie. And
That's how I feel about Camp Rock 2, the Disney Channel original movie. When you go back and rewatch that.
What did you just say? What?
No.
Wait, what were the words that just came out of your
yeah,
mouth?
sorry. There's
Camp
only
Rock 2.
No, that's the Disney Channel original movie genre has a very limited number of movies that are just top notch. All right.
Xenon.
Yeah, duh.
Besides Halloween Town, obviously.
Halloween Town, Xenon, Genius.
Yep.
You know.
He gets it.
Oh my God. I
He's
like
also
him.
younger than us. He's like the bridge between our two.
I love that.
people.
I am maybe a
Understands.
year or two younger than you, bitch. Like it's not that old. Like relax.
That's
Aw,
a
he's
lie.
just youthful.
No, that's a lie. Put your fucking vape down. I know your generation
My
doesn't like
vape.
sex
You're
kind
the
of
one who
mom
partying.
you
smokes,
running
bitch.
with?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Nope.
smoke like an American. God damn it.
I don't smoke
Neither
at
do I.
all. There you go.
See what I said? See what I said? He's
Young
one of
people
you.
don't smoke. Yeah.
I don't smoke.
He's one of your people.
So I think
healthy,
a lot of
agreed.
people dunk on. You guys brought it up. Kate Capshaw gets dunked on a lot for this movie. I think she actually
sucks balls.
She's
in this
really
movie.
bad.
She's really
She's
bad.
really
She's
bad.
so
Not
bad
fair.
in this movie.
That is not fair. She is very good.
No, she's
it's
not.
just that she
Absolutely not.
She is not given a lot to work with because she has to scream.
That's also true. So, as an actor, you can get fucked by the script, you can get
Sure.
fucked by the director, you can get fucked by the editor.
She got all
literally
three.
fucked by the
She
director.
literally did. I think you could argue that metaphorically,
She also got.
she got fucked by all three.
Yeah.
If you
All
get
three.
offered an Indiana Jones movie, you say yes. There was very little room for her to succeed in this.
I think if you go and you look at the moments between her screaming and doing this like big over the top damsel in distress thing, she's very good.
Oh,
in
I
this
must have
movie.
missed
also
those
think-
parts since that's
I
all
also
she
think
does
it was
the whole
hard to
movie.
go back. Well, no, I agree. I agree with Dandino more. I think it's hard to go back to her after we had Mary.
Yeah,
Ann
Marion
in the first
Ravenwood
one.
is so.
Yeah.
Or Marion
Ravenwood
who's
is like
an actual
Catwoman
One of the best
iconic in
characters
terms
ever.
of female
Yes, like a
actresses.
human woman who
Like
holds her
female
own. Like
stories.
it's hard to then go back to like she's a damsel in distress who's like a 5, and you're like, all right, this is weird. Like okay,
Well, look,
like strange.
I think she.
But if you put Pam Anderson
deserves
there, like
more
it's
than-
Barbed Wire prequel, you're like maybe Barbed Wire.
Barbed Wire.
Speaking of movies that need a sequel, Barbed Wire. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Dude, Heath's list is looking toit.
Well,
Because
yeah,
he picked
he's pleasing
movies
the
that I
crowd.
didn't qualify as messed up
Right.
in my brain, and
I would
I
have
fucked
never
up.
thought
I should have.
Indiana Jones is a messed up movie.
Temple
I
of
had
Doom
it,
is so
I had it on my
fucking-
I know,
list,
but
but I
I
was
just
not
didn't
sure
think
it
about
was as messed up.
God, I should have taken that.
Wait,
I'm
so you
kicking
picked
myself.
Toy Story 2?
Well, after
You
getting
didn't think
fucking
Temple of Doom
after
was a
getting
mess?
fucking lambasted over Toy Story 2, I was like, I guess Temple of Doom's out.
Who could have
my
ever called
God.
it picking the lamest Toy Story ever with Wayne Knight would not fucking work for you.
Fuck you.
All right. Speaking of guys wanting to fuck guys, I'm going to take a Nightmare on Elm Street too.
Damn it.
What?
Took it. Damn it.
Okay, so one,
Totally on my
I
list.
fucking love
Shit.
this sequel.
Really?
I'm glad that it's getting the fucking
Love that one.
Three's
revision.
better. This is
another one of these
that
relitigated
it deserves.
ones.
Because
That's true, that's
it's
true.
super relitigated. Because again, it got fucking knocked as the gay nightmare, right?
But it
Very weird.
also got blown out of the water by Dream Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And again, a lot of part 3s are way better than part 2s. That's
Yeah.
fine. What I like about this one is it took the Freddy Krueger nightmare, right? We started to get away from that Elm Street parent thing that so dominates the rest of the franchise. And what it did was it took the struggles of a teenager who's sexually coming alive, who's new in town, right? Who feels a little different and off. He doesn't know why. Turns out that Freddy Krueger is the avatar for being a gay teenager, right? And it's a movie that plays a lot with that. He's fighting a lot with this other kid. There's a gym teacher who's way into corporal punishment, too much as we see later at the leather S&M bar. And yes, do I think there are some scenes in it that are not among the best in the franchise, like the gym teacher getting whipped to death by a towel in the shower as he's going to do God knows what to Jesse? Sure. But again, I think taking Freddy Krueger and putting him in that new avenue, it showed the flexibility and the omnipresence of a character like Freddy. You can put him in any fucking movie and elevate. And the effects work in this of him
Hell
coming out of the
yes.
body.
Yeah.
The eyeball in the mouth.
So good.
I think this one just thematically had really fucking strong elements.
So good.
Right? In a way that a lot of number 2s, they feel like they're just regurgitating the first one. Of all the major franchises, this is the wildest fucking swing
It's a
in
shot.
number 2 movies.
It's a shot for sure.
I think it's just, like you said, Heath, it's just overshadowed so much by Dream Warriors that, like, in comparison to number 3 or even in comparison to, like, New Nightmare,
Yeah,
it's not as good.
That's the thing.
Why are we dinging this movie though? Because
We're not
Nightmare just
dinging
kept
it.
making better movies.
I'm just saying, like, it's just not one that stands out to me because there
Agreed.
are others after
I
the
think
fact
it's
that are better.
of the entire Nightmare oeuvre, which we covered all of them on this pod.
Yeah.
That's what started the October Mega Marathon. That is the one movie that separates the most from the pack because it has the most unique point of view and the most unique way that they employ Freddy as, what if this is this kid's dark psychic thing, that he is just this closeted gay kid who's lashing out violently and he thinks that Freddy's inside of him, but he's not. That movie stands out from the pack of the franchise more than any other entry we've
I think,
had.
like, time and place of when it was, like, released, I can agree with that. But like
Yeah.
New Nightmare was a whole different like take
Right, but New
on
Nightmare was
Freddy.
Wes Craven doing Scream before he
It's
went
meta-
on to
it's
do
meta-
Scream, right?
It's meta Nightmare
It's
on Elm
meta
Street.
for meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
That doesn't make it better.
Yeah.
I also don't understand this comparison
Also,
to the rest of the
I'm
stuff.
not here to fucking throw darts at New Nightmare. I fucking love that
what
too.
I'm saying, I agree
And
with
I
Griffey,
love
though,
fucking
like,
Dream Warrior.
I like all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, like even the ones that aren't that good.
That's the thing. Except
Yeah.
for Freddy's Dead, that one I struggle
like,
with,
this
but
is
the rest
thing,
are
like,
fucking great.
I don't like. You don't get like what I don't understand is the comparison of other movies in the like overall like that's not what we're talking about. Like, yeah, obviously, hopefully the
True.
movies that came after it were better. If they weren't, then
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like that's why you wind up with shitty genre movies. Like that's just
That's how you end up with the Hellraiser franchise.
Yeah, like, Hellraiser
Where they
got
start-
real rough after like 2 or 3. Like
Yeah.
not like, but that's I agree though. I think that Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is because it's different, because it's trying to completely not just say like I'm done with this story. Like it's not doing a Halloween thing, Season of the Witch, which is also great. Season of the Witch is great, but like it's one of those things where it's like I'm not done with Freddy, but Freddy has other applications here, and I think that's what's cool, and that's why
Yes.
Dream Warriors works. You can't have Dream Warriors without Freddy's Dead. Because Freddy's Dead does exactly what it needs to do so that you can have a Dream Warriors movie.
Well, Freddy's Dead is a whole different story.
Oh, sorry. No, I meant
Yeah.
Elm Street 2. My bad. Freddy's Dead.
Okay, I was like, don't compare Freddy's Dead to
Yeah,
Dream
Freddy's
Warriors.
Dead is part 6 where we all got the 3D
What's
glass.
the
to see
subtitle for
Sperm
Elm
Freddy.
Street 2? Isn't there a subtitle for it?
I think it's just Nightmare on Elm Street.
Freddy's
2
Revenge.
Freddy's Revenge. That's what it was.
it.
I could not fucking remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Freddy's
And
Revenge.
again, I think it's a movie that was so far ahead of it. And the director was kind of like a little sneaky bitch where he's like, I don't get why people think this is a gay
Right.
allegory. And it's like, brother,
Because
watch
it
the movie.
is.
It's
Watch
like
the
the It
movie.
Follows director. It's like, why does
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
think this is STDs? It's like, fuck
Watch
off,
your movie,
dude.
buddy.
Just fucking watch the movie. Tyler. But again, I think it's an interesting sequel. I think it has great horror. Again, there are some shaggy dog moments. I
Sure.
still think Freddy appearing at a pool party
Yeah.
is not my fucking favorite. But again, it kind of it supercharged this who Freddy Krueger was going to become when he does the "You're all my children now" and starts slashing. You see those roots of what Freddy really becomes in part 3.
Yeah.
That I thought were fun. And even at the end when they melt Freddy and Jesse emerges from Freddy's body, I just think thematically this is one of the more interesting versions of Freddy and that story that they could have told.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right? Which, again, Dream Warriors is far and away not even close to the best Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I think it's far superior to part 1. But we're only doing part 2s, man. And
Yeah,
I
you're
think
right,
Nightmare
you're
on
right.
Elm Street part 2 kicks the shit out of Halloween 2, Hellraiser 2, maybe not. Candyman 2, Friday the 13th 2, Leprechaun 2, Chucky 2. Like, what other horror movies does this movie not kick the shit out of? As far as part 2s of the big franchise, it kicks the shit out of Scream 2.
My
Not to
final
just
pick,
constantly say that that's
my
better than
final
everything
pick
on your
is
list.
The best is my top
Okay.
3 horror movies of
So
all
this
time.
is where, so I'm going to transition. I've got, there are 2 such good ones, but I have to take the one I think will actually win me the draft.
You need it, by the way.
I'm doing great, dude. I think you guys don't understand how good people feel about Dr. Sleep. I'm going to take Final Destination 2.
That was on my
okay.
list.
Yep.
Yeah,
same.
because there's another big one I really want, but Final Destination 2 kind of set the tone and the standard for what we became. Final Destination 1 was a big hit. It was very popular.
It has
Final Destination 2.
the iconic imagery.
It has
of the
that
franchise.
opening of Final Destination 2 is the best the franchise ever got. To this day, I would say there's like 2 movies I've ever seen that did this. Jaws scared our entire human species. Everywhere you go where you get in water, you hear dun-dun, dun-dun. Also, every time you're on a road and there's a log truck,
Yep.
everyone
Get scared.
fucking changes lanes, and it's because of this movie, even if they didn't see it. So Final Destination 2 took it, they amped it up, they perfected it, they added some new rules to death. We brought back Tony Todd. We brought back what's her name in the fucking padded room, who's
The
tried to
blonde
live
girl.
for as long as she could.
Yeah.
Yeah. They tried so many things, right? That maybe if I just die in a lake and doctors bring me back, it's so fun. The kills are fantastic. But again, that opening scene of this movie is exactly what you want a sequel to do. We saw what you did in the first one. We're going to do it a million times better because now we're a hit and we have money.
It's a good one. I would even say that what made that log scene so great, because I remember the first time I ever saw it.
Oh my God.
Yes. No, you're tapping into something that everybody fears and that no one's ever acknowledged. And that for certain, as soon as I saw that log trailer, I was like, oh, this is Final Destination. Yep. I know what we're doing here because I've been behind these trucks before and it is terrifying.
Well, again, in a way that the airplane didn't all the way capture, or the roller coaster or the bridge or any of the other movies. We've all been in traffic. You've all been on the freeway where you're like, oh, me and this guy keep passing each other. It's like a race, and there's the truck and there's it's fucking perfect.
But here's the thing.
It's perfect.
I can't remember much more about the movie.
I've never laughed harder than watching that kid get smooshed by glass. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah,
when
he comes out of the dentist and you think he's dead,
and then pigeon joke. Yeah,
like you're just like. Also, it's like, why are you like? Are you 5? Like, why are you playing with pigeons? You're like a grown, you're a grown teenager.
Well, this is the thing. They also really upgrade the fucking Rube Goldberg thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like you think it's gonna be this, but you know, because by this time when you see part 2, you know the first thing you think.
Though there's a lot of
he's by a flame.
Like,
you know it's not
part 2 has a lot of bait and
the
switch Rube Goldbergs. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was the tanning bed. If I remember
that's 3.
right,
that's 3.
Yeah,
that's 3. Tanning bed
one
scared the shit out of me.
Tanning bed thing in 3, I puked
better than
in the
2.
theater.
No,
So
part 3.
3 has better kills. 2 was a lot of the building the foundation of like we're gonna do these.
Part 4 was where it's like I should never watch any of these again. They're so fucking bad.
Part 3 is awesome though.
Part 2 is the best by a mile.
Part 3 is a lot.
I don't know. Part 2. I mean, they built out the lore of death is going to follow you. These deaths are going to be intentionally unintentional, but like the tanning bed kill was a lot better. The bathroom kill, which I also think
tanning bed kill was not better than all the carnage you saw in the opening.
I think so, though, because the rest of the kills in 2, you had the
tanning bed kill's good.
You know why the tanning bed kill is? You know why the tanning bed kill is good? Because you're like sitting there, you're like, they deserve it.
The spaghetti.
You know why the tanning bed?
Yeah, no one feels bad for a
that's
fucking
the thing is like,
tanning person.
That's the thing. In part 3, you stop feeling bad for all these people that are dying. You're like, you know what?
That's
they all suck. Like,
now they're just kind of hot cheekbone fill-ins, and you're like, get fucking
the
killed.
guy at the gym that's doing
you're like, God, dude, just
and
die.
the 2 swords come down. It's like you have 2 swords in your fucking weight room.
Yeah,
bro.
you're like, wait, those are that was the thing. Is like that scene happens. You're like, wait, those are practical swords. Jesus Christ. There are kids here.
That's the roller coaster one, right?
Yeah.
That one fucking sucks, dude. That and 4 is so bad.
I liked the roller coaster
one.
I do
too. I like it.
So bad.
I didn't like 4, but I liked the roller coaster one.
No, the roller coaster is where I was like, yeah, they fucking lost it. They have no magic left.
I still think the
but
first
Final
one's
Destination 2, the opening scene of that's the best thing in the franchise.
Yeah,
it laps the original, and beating the original is hard to fucking do.
Fair.
I think. Yeah,
it's the only other sequel in this series that laps the original.
2's got a lot of really good kills. Like I remember the trailer in the theater was the hand in the sink. The hand in the sink bit. The trailer was the hand in the sink. I was like, oh shit, that looks cool, but no one dies from a hand in the sink, so how the fuck's this gonna go down?
The spaghetti.
Exactly. They refined and perfected the game in this one.
It was good.
And again, probably has the best scene of any of these movies, except for everything Heath picked.
Well,
it's a fun franchise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say almost everything in the latest one is better than 2.
No. Sorry.
And they still
the
have
new one's fine.
The
new
MRI
one's fine. It's
kill
beneath
is
2.
Insane.
2 is still the top of the mountain for this franchise, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Heath, what do you have for
Time
your
to close it
final
out?
pick?
Okay.
Close it up.
I mentioned, so I was alluding to this movie off the top, and I guess I have to close it out with it. So this is a movie that I think actually subverts the original and makes fun of the original and says, we're not doing that, we're doing something else. And that is Gremlins 2, The New Batch.
God damn it.
Nice.
Yep.
So that was the one I was grappling with. It was either Gremlins or it was Final Destination 2, and I picked because I thought maybe on a redraft I could get Gremlins 2.
Sorry, I took it. I think this movie is hilarious. It goes way further. Look, I don't know what else to say except just look at that Key and Peele sketch.
I'm actually fucking furious.
All you have to do is go to that Key and Peele sketch where they're pitching.
This one got
boardroom.
electricity.
I can't say anything else that's better than that. Just watch that. It's so good. I mean, you even have Batman. You have the Gremlin.
Dude, you got everything. You got Hulk Hogan. You got a Donald Trump fucking mockery caricature. It's talking about like, Sammy Terry and these fucking late night TV shows. This one literally hits across the entire board. And then they said the Gremlins were cool. What if they had fucking Masters of the Universe action figure style Gremlins? I'll never forget the first time I saw the Spider Gremlin. And I was like, oh my God, that's the scariest thing ever. And then Gizmo comes out like Rambo from part 2 with the fucking little matchstick and lights him on fire. And you're like, this is fucking incredible.
Honestly one of the best satirical movies ever.
Oh, yeah.
It just hits on
it's
everything
such a great
culture.
comedy. It's so fucking funny. It's so kind of biting in its critiques of everything.
So biting.
It has a Christopher Lee cameo.
Yeah.
Christopher fucking Lee's in Gremlins 2. That's incredible.
I think
those were
Gremlins
the two
2
I was gonna
way
pick.
overshoots, and I love the original Gremlins.
Yeah.
It's a stone cold classic.
So this is where I disagree. Gremlins 1 is so much better than Gremlins 2. But Gremlins 2 is also great. Like, Gremlins is just fucking magic.
They are just so different. And what I love
they
about
are polar opposite
what
films.
I love about
true.
Gremlins 2 is it's like we are going to just dispense with. We can't outdo Gremlins 1. Like that's what it was. If we just tried to make a sequel to the first Gremlins, we would just be doing a retread.
Yeah.
We have to do something different. So what we're going to do is
I'm
we're going
with you
to comment-
spiritually. Yes, making let's just make a Looney Tunes movie.
I mean, Evil Dead 2 is like this.
I agree.
Texas Chainsaw 2 is like this.
Yeah,
I mean,
Texas Chainsaw 2 is the bad example of when this goes too fucking hard.
I do like,
and it goes too far.
I like Texas Chainsaw 2.
I
It's
do
on my
too.
list.
I like it.
I'm just saying, any movie that has Dennis Hopper and waste him so criminally as that movie should be fucking banished from Earth.
But then you got oh God, what's his fucking name? Who plays Chop Top?
Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley's great.
Phenomenal.
You cannot have Dennis Hopper, one of the greatest fucking actors of all time, in your movie, and give him that little to do.
That's fair.
Yeah, but he does
insane.
a lot with it, though.
He tries really hard. He tries really hard.
A lot of movies do this where they're like, we're not going to compete with the original. And I think this is maybe the best example of it. Honestly, all the movies on my list do this sort of thing where they deviate very hard.
Yeah.
And it was not well received because it was such a stark contrast. But now in retrospect, I think they are really brilliant examples of how you do a sequel.
Yeah. No, you have a great list. The sad thing with your list, only one of those movies is better than the original. And it's Terminator 2. But it's a great list.
Damn
Sorry,
right.
I got to start throwing haymakers because I feel not good. Dandino, what do you have for your fourth pick?
Oh, I was actually going to pick Chainsaw 2. I think it's fucking hilarious. So
It's
Yes.
great.
You're
Yeah.
picking Chainsaw 2?
I love it.
It's a great flick.
you and I talked about this when I think I probably didn't like it as much the first time. I've rewatched it since. I think this is the thing. I like it when movies they're so iconic. There's like a level of, well, how the fuck are we going to do that again? And
This is how do you sequelize The Shining? It's impossible. Texas Chainsaw is also equally impossible.
yeah, like
to
how
try
do
to
you
do a sequel.
But
sequelize
they did
The
it.
Shining, or how do you sequelize Texas? You're like, well, let's just like
Or The Exorcist, or whatever these like
let's parody some
magnum.
shit. So like let's just do
opus
something
movies.
so off the rails nonsense. Like
Exactly.
let's do a crazy Breakfast
The
Club
poster for that movie was The Breakfast
Yeah,
Club.
let's
Yes,
do-
that's my favorite thing about
Let's
the
do
movie.
a Breakfast Club poster. Let's get Dennis Hopper to just be fucking Dennis Hopper. Like, I don't know. We'll just give him ketamine this time and he'll be fine. Like, there's just like, there's this sort of, there's a level to it that I just sort of deeply respect when it comes to, how the fuck do you
I
sequelize
can't
something
disagree
like
with that. The fucking giant ass balls of Toby Hooper.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow up.
Like,
the
that to
greatest
me is one of
American
those things
horror
where, like,
movie of all
Toby Hooper
time.
knew exactly what he was doing because he's like, I'm not gonna get it better than that. Like, I'm not
The
gonna.
only
be able to get it
difference
better.
is that he made a movie that most people hate and have hated for the whole
I know.
time it's ever existed.
And I think I am not one of those relitigator people. Like, look, I get it. Like, your taste is your taste, man. And like, sometimes you just don't like these kinds of things.
I will say,
I found it very
think the
entertaining.
opening to this movie is absolutely
much fun.
terrifying.
Yeah.
I saw it late night on TV. I'd never seen it before. I actually saw 2 before I saw 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was a late night. I think, David Letterman and
The
it was
radio,
something, and it was like
the radio stuff's hilarious.
and it was And
Yeah.
it was just this, I was like, what the fuck is this? What? I think I just had clicked into it. And it was, that scene on the street.
The freeway.
Mhm.
On the freeway
With the
where
glasses.
they chainsaw.
Well, that was also
off
when
the roof of the
Leatherface is
car.
wearing Grandpa's like a dead body outfit, and then he takes it off, and he's like, "It's me," and you're like,
Duh.
literally though. But you're watching that movie, and I remember because you turn on, you're like Texas Chainsaw 2, and as they're getting hunted on the freeway, you're like, cool, and there's like a zombie with a chainsaw. You're like, all right, that's a weird choice. And then Leatherface like unpeels it. He's like, aha, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh no,
There's again.
what's happening?
There's
What's
nothing
Oh,
about
But
I
you
thought it was
immediately
meant
know
to be-
tonally you're in such a fucking crazier version of that movie.
I
But
think
when
the
I saw it,
tone
I had
shift is
nothing
what
to
works.
compare it
Yeah.
to.
Like if you're
that's
going to
fair.
tone shift, this is certainly the way to do it. And I didn't have a problem with
Well, I mean, to your point, and again, I don't fault Toby Hooper with this. There was literally no fucking chance. No chance.
No, you don't.
He was going to
outdo
redo
that.
a version of that first one and do any better. It's
Yeah.
impossible. They tried it a bunch of fucking times we've now seen.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did was he's like, what's the other thing I kind of want to do? And he went full Evil Dead 2 with it.
So for me,
And so again, I don't fucking hate the swing. I don't hate the swing.
I think what it is like you respect the swing or you just don't like the movie, and that's fine. Doesn't bother me at all. But
Or both. Respect the swing and don't really love the movie. Right? Like, I don't have to like the movie to be like, I applaud
like the
what
swing.
Toby Hooper's
I think
doing.
the movie is fun. It doesn't have to be your favorite of the Texas Chains because there's plenty to choose from. But,
You know what it is?
I'm not doing that.
And Temple of Doom is this way too. It's the Mario 2.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's Super Mario 2.
Yeah.
And then
Where
they got to
it's
go
like,
back.
Hey, what's
on the
all this
third
Middle
one.
Eastern shit
Sophia,
we're doing?
Super
in
Mario Brothers is a video game from our childhood. We played it
Oh,
on
thank
Yeah,
you.
Sophia,
Yeah, I
in
was
case you
very
haven't heard.
lost,
Yeah, why
very
am I throwing
confused.
radishes at people in
What the
turbans
fuck
on
is
flying
this?
carpets? So, all right, I guess Italians just have
Turtles?
beef
What
all
are
over
the
the
turtles?
road.
Hey.
Listen, Super Mario is the most accurate Italian depiction of any
agree.
character, any Italian character
An
in pop culture.
Italian man with a fucking union job.
Dandino
yes.
in the fucking Italian.
There's
television.
nothing more accurate than "It's a me, Mario." I grew up with that. That's my family. So
Also, like, what's he doing over there? He looks happy. Just whipping fucking his own radishes at him,
Yep.
scaring him out of your neighborhood.
Are you fucking happy
hear that?
right now? Nah.
you're throwing produce at people. You're like there's nothing more Italian than that. So yeah. And there's
You got a hot blonde by your side, I see
no,
Italian
that's the
thing
only
right
thing that's a
there.
complete outlier. Everybody knows that's not accurate at all. Italians don't get the
Yeah,
hot
you know
blonde.
what?
Hi.
I will say
Not for
a
lack of
lot of
trying.
Italian women I know, they get a lot of arm hair as they get older.
Arm hair.
Yeah.
So I used to be friends with this guy, Brandon Giancola.
Okay.
He was the only Italian kid I went to elementary school with, and his mom always volunteered. She was a nice lady, Mrs. Giancola. And one day we had the class project where we all made gingerbread houses in the class.
Oh, yeah.
And Mrs. Giancola came, she's like, "Oh, let me help. Let me put a gumdrop and a frosting on." And every time she touched your gingerbread house, dude, she had forearms like a fucking old-timey Popeye
You know what
dock
that's
worker.
from? That's from.
And there was
that's from
so much
kneading
hair.
dough for pasta and making sauce.
What the fuck does that have to? Dude,
Putting
she had the
cutlets
most
into the
forearm hair of
pan,
any
making
man you've ever seen.
meatballs.
That's what it is.
And she was
Thank
she was
you.
an Italian woman. She had
Yeah.
the most arm hair. That literally half of my class, when they said, "Do you
Now I'm
want to take
paranoid
your
about my
gingerbread
arms.
home?" We threw it right in the trash because we knew we were going to be choking on
Not
forearm pubes.
Giancola.
Yeah, because of Mrs. Giancola.
But if you had her pasta, you would have fucking been like, "Oh,
I would never
bring the
eat
arm
in that
hair.
house.
Stop it right
It was like
now."
when Michael J. Fox opened the door and thought he was in trouble, and he sees his own dad is also a middle-aged wolf. Like, she had so much, dude, thick, curly, coarse, curly fucking arm hair. It's like insane.
Dude, okay, there was.
I was like, how do you even live
My-
life like
my
that?
mom-
Her forearm looked like
Italians
Richard
have
Simmons' head.
Italians have good hair. You can't.
Do you
blame
know who
them for
Richard
that.
Simmons
We
is?
I do know who Richard Simmons is.
That's
and
what her
he's an
forearm looked
asshole.
like.
my
Oh,
my mom taught a
Yeah, it was a
my
lot.
mom taught a Catholic school when we were growing up. And there was a girl that there was a girl in her class who shaved her arms and it grew back twice as big, twice as bad.
No,
I don't even
That's-
think she could have done this, dude.
I
There's
had
not a
someone in
razor
my
on the
family
market.
who did that.
She
You
had
have to get a fucking weed eater.
She had very hairy arms for like a fucking freshman in high school. She
Does that do it for you Italian guys? Is that like a lick zone? What's going on over here?
No, we just know that that's what we're going to wind up with. So we're
It's
just
just
like, you know
part
what?
of
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. You just live with
Well, why didn't fucking natural selection remove the fucking thick forearm hair?
Because people like Italian food too much, and so the women have stuck around.
Yeah, if anything, you have yourself to blame.
Yeah.
What? I fucking shun every woman with that much arm hair. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like checking my arms now.
Armpit
Like,
hair. I do notice that armpit hair is back in vogue.
Your love of noble Romans has done
it.
nothing for the Italian community. God damn
How
it.
fucking dare it? I'd rather shave my own armpits than have a partner who had armpit hair.
That's
Like, if we're gonna make it fair, I'm fine to shave my armpits. I can't be getting onto it and you fucking wrap your arm around me and I'm like,
I will say, so I'm a Sophia Maria, but my blood is Brazilian. Like my dad's side of the family is all from Rio. So it's a very interesting dynamic to have a Sophia Maria.
If you gave me 100 guesses where your people came from,
Not
there's
Brazil.
no chance I get too Brazilian.
But we're all from Rio. So it's a very unique dynamic to be like, and then my mom's family's from the Ukraine. So I'm Ukrainian Brazilian with an Italian name. So everyone hears my name and sees my attitude. They're like, you're clearly fucking Italian. And I'm like, oops, gotcha, Ukrainian and Brazilian. And they're just like, what the fuck?
Kind of like Texas Chainsaw 2.
Kind of like
Honestly,
Texas Chainsaw 2.
yeah.
What is happening?
Well
What the fuck is
done.
happening?
Well done, Heath.
Speaking of thick Italian
Some
forearm
people
hair,
like it, some people
Sophia,
don't.
what's your last pick for this
All right.
long draft?
So per usual, if there's a Rob Zombie film, I'm gonna pick it. The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
That's
Gotta
actually a
do
great
it.
choice. I
Outstanding
can't
choice.
believe I didn't think of that.
Yeah, we got to do it. It's my favorite ending to any movie ever, and you can talk shit all
Another
you
movie
want,
that
but
okay, do you think this one laps the first one? This is a better movie than the first.
I really
They're very different.
they're very
I think
different.
cinematically it achieves a lot more.
yes. I think in
the
terms
first one's
of,
kind of like a long music video. This one felt
Yeah.
like, oh, Rob Zombie's making a movie.
I like the style of the first one a lot better. I think
Yes.
it's more effective, but I like the second one better in terms of showing like skill and then also showing characters. The first one wasn't really about like, let me show you who the family is. It was more about like, let me shock you with who this family is.
The first
And then
one
the
was
second
about
one was
proving
more-
Rob Zombie could make a movie.
Make a movie. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just like get out there and do his shit. And he did. And it was very musically influenced and his editing style is fucking wild. We got that really insane sequence with the fucking sheriff where he did that huge fucking crane pan
love
out.
that bit, yeah.
One of the best scenes of all time. Devil's Rejects though really brought the nastiness and the I think just like that dirty, gritty feeling of like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm going to watch this movie, but I don't feel great about watching
Yes.
this movie. There was a lot of sexual assault like moments in this movie.
Well, it's the
Like-
thing, like when the Fireflies are in their house and you have the like music video aesthetics,
it's like
it feels safe
dreamy.
and not real.
This is
When they
about-
come into
yeah.
our world, you're like, I don't like these people at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I think it was a lot, it felt more real. It felt more
Yeah.
raw. And then I really would have preferred had they just had Rob just ended it there and not done 3 from Hell.
Yeah, that was
because
not
that
good.
ending was how cowboys go out.
Yes.
Cowboys don't go
Dude,
out
it's
without
Thelma
a fight.
and Louise.
Yes.
It's Butch Cassidy
Yeah.
and the Sundance
And
Kid. They
Freebird
drive to the
plays.
entirety
Oh, Leonard
of fucking
Skinner.
Freebird.
Midwest fucking gods, Leonard Skinner start playing, and you just start crying, and you're like,
Oh,
God
it's so good.
damn it, they're finally free.
And you're
they're
kind of
gonna
like,
die.
am I rooting for these people?
You always are. That's the
It
fucked
is.
up
It's kind.
thing.
It's kind
Yeah.
of beautiful. That also has it has Ken Faree and Michael Berryman
yeah.
cameos where they go to buy the chickens.
Are you fucking them
to
chickens?
Sid Haig? Yeah, because they're gonna make fried chicken. He goes, "Hey, have you a chicken fuck? I got these
Yeah.
chickens." Or he goes, "He thinks I fucked
Fucking
them
them
chickens.
chickens.
That scene had me fucking dying in
Yeah.
the theater laughing.
But same thing where it got so much dirtier in that part because they killed the family that was in the car. Like, you didn't need to do that, but Rob Zombie's gonna fucking do that.
Right.
And so he just got a lot grittier.
Well, also, the cops are fucking. That's the one where the guy's trying to avenge his brother. So he's like a
Wydell,
dirty
yeah,
cop.
yeah.
And they're bringing him back to the Firefly house where
Yep.
Tiny is, and he kills the mom. That movie's
Yeah.
just. It's the real kind of exploitation promise
Yeah.
that we eventually knew Rob Zombie was going to lead
to
us
get to. Yeah. The mom dying was, I feel like, I kind of get it, I kind of don't. But I do like that, and ultimately she's like, you know what? I know I'm going to fucking go out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fucking rat my family out. And that's when you're like,
Fuck
oh,
'em.
we're getting, this isn't the fucking like thrasher slasher movie we got before. This is going to be a tale of a family. We're going to fucking feel sympathetic for these people that before we just felt goofy about.
Yeah.
I think that when you're going to make a sequel to a movie that already wasn't a huge hit, this is your best case scenario.
Yeah.
You know?
And again, I think House of a Thousand Corpses was one of those that had a bigger cultural impact.
Mm-hmm.
than it ended up having otherwise, right?
Yeah.
And so again, I find it a fascinating movie, right? I do feel like Rob Zombie owes the Messed Up Movie podcast some like free tickets and shit.
We always talk about him.
Since you fucking talk about his
Baby
ass
boy Rob
every
Zombie.
for
Anytime
his
I get a
fucking
chance.
sick musical, bro.
Yeah, unless I get to just see, him live, I'm good. I don't need tickets to like.
That's
I'm
what I mean.
gonna see him
What do you
live
think
this
we're getting
summer.
tickets for?
I don't
Yeah,
need tickets
down
to the
fucking
Munsters.
Gentlemen's
I'm all
Club.
good.
Come to Deer Creek.
Yeah, we'd love to come see anything you're working on, not the Munsters.
Not the Munsters.
But anything other than that. Okay, so that completes our fucking draft. Let's go over the myriad of sequels that we missed.
So many.
So many. So right off the bat, you've got your Friday the 13th Part 2. You got your Halloween 2. Those are big ones.
Conjuring 2.
Conjuring 2. Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You got Pearl. The one that I
Mm-hmm.
can't believe no one fucking took. Dawn of the Dead, the Romero movie.
Yeah.
That is a seminal movie. 10 Cloverfield Lane, a movie that I love. I didn't think of that as much as a sequel because it's kind of a serialized
It's like a
series of events with different characters. Let's see what else. We got Smile 2 here.
Creep 2.
Creep 2,
Hush
Ouija
2,
Origins of
technically.
Evil. That's a good one. Terrifier 2. No one got to.
I think that's better than the first one.
Here's one that I actually kind of thought would go. I thought Dandino would take this. Adam's Family Values.
Oh, I love Adam's Family
is
Values.
so fucking good.
It is
Yeah.
good.
That's such a great fucking
That
film.
might be my bedtime movie tonight.
Yeah, that did not go. Let's see. We got Black Phone 2. No one wants Black Phone 2.
Hey, how about Hannibal?
Never
I
seen it.
thought about
Hannibal's a
Hannibal
good
because it does
one.
like that is one of the great like ending scenes in a movie, but the rest of it is kind of not great.
It's very spotty.
Very mid, as the kids would say.
Very
he said-
mid.
Yeah,
As the
great
kids would
scenes,
say.
but it doesn't fully come together
yeah.
as a movie.
Psycho 2,
Psycho
which
2.
Psycho 2 is
Tarantino
fine,
said is
yeah.
better than the original. Great
No.
fucking movie. You've got Paranormal Activity 2, which is
Great.
fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Record 2, if you're doing found footage, that's also an
You know what I think?
Record 2 has one of the best reveals ever, where it's like, it's not just zombies. They're Catholic demonic infused zombies, which is
Hell
awesome.
House 2, while we're talking about
Which one?
Hell House 2.
Hell House 2.
Yeah.
Dude, we just my sons love Hell House so much and
Such a great
rewatch it
franchise,
all
yeah.
the time. Such a great franchise.
I think that Hostel 2 is better than the first Hostel.
I've never seen anything but the first Hostel, to be honest.
This one has It Chapter 2, which I didn't think of. I always
Yeah.
think of those as kind of the same movie. That's a really
Interesting,
fucking good
yeah.
flick that I love. Unfriended 2, The Dark Web.
Never saw that one.
Much better than the original.
Well, don't say that, because I'll
Well, it
get
is.
all aggressive again.
No, if you like Unfriended, this is just kind of the better Unfriended.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great sequels. What else did we miss? Predator 2?
Sure.
Could have been on the
I
list
love
with
Predator
Danny Glover.
2.
Great fucking movie.
Wishmaster.
There are
Underrated.
so many awesome sequels.
Do we have any
Wishmaster 2.
Beetlejuice fans in the house?
No Beetlejuice.
Okay, that was a
Beetlejuice
vibe
fans.
check you guys passed.
No,
Congrats.
not that. Not
You mean
that.
Soul Train wasn't like...
We're not that
did-
far down the fucking road. We haven't given up completely yet. There's so many good fucking
Halloween
number
Town
twos.
2, I will give a shout out to Calabar's Revenge. It is really fucking good.
Calabar?
Calabar's Revenge. What you know, Dandino, about Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge?
I mean, I know that it's a movie, so yeah.
He gave a shout out to Halloween
I'll be
Town.
honest
Hey,
with
I
you,
Dino,
thought
don't
he'd have
act
my
like
back.
you don't have a
I'll be honest
Halloween
with you,
2
like
shirt.
the Halloween Town movies, I think like came right as I really do like the Disney movie originals are great. I do think
good.
Halloween Town came right as I got out, like right as I was
God
out.
damn, you missed so many good. You didn't see Back to the
you missed
Suburbs.
a whole fucking great thing.
High School Musical. It's fine.
Yeah, see the High School Musical
Calabar's
thing
Revenge
totally
is
went
great.
past me. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
if you
should.
you guys want to do a deep cut,
Yeah.
how about King Kong Lives, the sequel to the 70s version with Jeff Bridges with
Oh, I
Linda
never saw
Hamilton? You ever see this one?
Whoa, I
No.
never saw this one.
The
I
King
thought I
Kong
had
movie-
seen every King Kong movie.
No, so it's a King Kong
Wait,
movie.
is this the one with RoboKong?
Yeah, so they give him a heart transplant with a fake mechanical heart.
Yes, this was after the Sybil Shepherd King Kong.
Mm.
Well, no, Jessica Lange.
Or Jessica Lange, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have seen
Yeah,
this.
get
Okay.
your
Yeah,
white
yeah.
ladies
And
right. Come on.
All right.
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
Get
And
your
the
blonde
scene
white
that,
women,
that
motherfucker.
always screwed me up was that he eats a guy, like he eats a guy, and then fishes out the guy's hat out of his molar.
Yeah, it's like, ugh. He's like, MAGA hat. No.
Oh, here's a big one we missed. Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2.
I really love
I fucking
Ghostbusters
love
2.
Phenomenal.
Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
That would fit right in with Heath's like giant blockbuster list.
Yeah.
Reanimator 2 is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Fucking love Reanimator 2. Bride of Reanimator.
Never seen that.
What else are we missing? I feel like there's huge ones we're missing.
Basket
There's so
Case
many.
2?
I'm surprised you
franchises.
didn't grab Phantasm 2. I figured that'd be your thing, Griff.
I
Phantasm
fucking
2.
love Phantasm 2. I fucking love Phantasm. Leprechaun 2, not my favorite.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead 2, not my favorite.
Yeah, Blood
Yeah.
Wings is
I
not
always just
good.
look around the room when we're at this point, and I'm like, what action figures do I see?
What other
posters
sequels
do we
are
have?
available to us? You know what? I'm going to call it here. I'm
Yep.
going to look at my list. Hellraiser 2. So here are the list. I have Hellraiser 2, Doctor Sleep, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Final Destination 2. Heath has Terminator 2, Batman Returns, Temple of Doom, Gremlins 2.
Damn.
Jesus
You're going
Christ.
to take this one.
That's a murderer's row. Dandino has Evil Dead 2, Toy Story 2,
What the fuck?
The Omen 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Sophia has Scream 2, Smile 2, Child's Play 2, The Devil's Rejects.
I feel good until I get to the Rob Zombie, and then people are going to shit on me. But
Yeah,
I,
but
feel
I think
good
Devil's
until I get
Rejects is better than all of the other movies
I
you
kind of
picked.
agree.
I love
That's the
Child's
best
Play
movie
2.
you picked.
Child's Play 2 is so much fun.
I like that
But,
one too,
yeah.
but Devil's Rejects is better.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
All right, so redraft. Do you think I'll get any fucking hipster points for Bride of Frankenstein?
No. you'll
Maybe.
get none.
You know what? I'm staying where I am. I got to follow my gut. It
Nice.
looks on paper like I'm about to lose horrendously. I'm going to believe in my fans and listeners and supporters
Yeah,
to
this
come
is the
through
test.
Nice.
and vote. All right, Heath,
No,
are you
I'm
going
good.
to redraft? I
No,
knew you were
I'm
set.
I'm so set.
Dandino, do you want to replace Toy Story 2 with the
Griff,
better Disney horror movie?
I told you I'd do this. I'm going to replace it with Santa Claus 2, the most disturbing.
I can't stand either of y'all.
Okay.
No.
No. If-
Oh my god.
every Christmas, every like holiday season, Griffey and I beg Griffey, like, can we do all the Santa Claus movies? Because here's the thing, those
Yes.
movies are so fucked up. We did the
They're wild.
So we did the Santa Claus a few years ago.
Wild.
You guys are like white drunk bitches at a bar right now. They're so wild. You don't get it. They're wild.
No,
Like,
we are not white
I'm-
drunk bitches at a bar.
Yeah,
we
no,
are right
not
drunk
true.
bitches at a bar.
So the Santa Claus movies are so fucked up. They're wrong on the first
Yeah,
one.
Santa Claus 1
just
is
Tim
Highlander.
Allen.
No, it's not. Okay, the first one is Scott Calvin gets turned into Santa Claus. Not only
You
that,
done stepped into it now.
It's like it is like watching The Fly. Because this man is subsumed by the Santa Claus persona. Griffey and I
Yes.
talk about this one.
Also, the fact that the universe said this guy's a shitty dad.
Yeah.
He's a shitty
This
exec. He's a
shitty
shitty
dad
husband.
should
He's
be
running
Santa
through pussy
Claus.
galore. We better make this guy Santa and save his
There's
life.
this
It's
one
crazy.
scene Griffey and I talk about in the pod. I always remember this is like the one I was like, this is a really good show. There's a scene in the movie where he's walking down the street. He's like probably like halfway through his transformation, and he's like listing off like that
He's
guy,
kind of looking like John Travolta.
that guy
yeah.
nice, that guy nice, that person naughty. And then he sees this woman, and he's like, "Hello, naughty." And we're like, that's the Scott Calvin, like, help me, like trying to claw his
Scott
way
Calvin's
out.
gonna put her in a bottomless fucking bag of holding and
So-
take her home. Dude, the scene that scared the shit out of me is when he's like a fuck doll.
Yeah.
They're asking him and they're like, what's your name? And he goes, Santa Claus. They go, what's your name?
Topo
Father
Chicho.
Christmas. What's your name? Yeah, Topo Chicho. What's your name? Papa Noel. And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this guy is literally a fuck doll for the fucking giant
So,
corporate
the sequel
Santa Claus operation.
is even more horror. So the sequel's even more. So he's finally given in to
Is
this.
that what's the thing that changes the weather?
No. So he's
No, that's a different thing.
So the sequel is he's finally given into being Santa Claus. You're like, okay, cool.
Hey, put the camera on yourself so you can show your disgust as we continue
He's
this.
finally
listening.
So the sequel.
he's
And
given
listening
into this.
intently.
So he's like Santa Claus. Apparently, there's
He's Santa
more
Claus.
to the
I had
actual
no idea.
contract.
There's a second clause.
There's more to the
'cause it's spelled
contract
with
of
an
becoming
E.
Santa
This
Claus.
is
It's like,
about legal
you
clauses.
also have to have a Mrs. Claus, and because he wasn't
or
married,
else you will fucking
you will
lose the powers. of
revert
Santa.
back to being the piece of shit you were beforehand. So because
Whose kid does
he
not
was a
love him.
total dipshit, terrible dad, terrible husband, he was single when he became Santa Claus, which by the way means that Santa Claus could be a loving husband and his entire family gets transformed into the Claus people, which is horrifying. Okay.
Think about that, Sophia.
not that-
He
Take that to
begins
your
to
fucking
revert.
nightmares.
He begins to revert back to Scott Calvin as he looks for love as Santa Claus. So he's like becoming
Yes.
Scott Calvin again while trying
And
to
as
bang
he's
all these
fucking
kinds of women.
unfurled from the fat tomb that he's lived
Yeah.
in. As the fat tomb melts away, he realizes he doesn't like who's underneath it.
He wants
has
to
a
be
good
Santa
meaning.
Claus so badly.
Alex, I gotta say, dude, you were fucking spitting, dude. That was like the first time I heard Wu-Tang. You were spitting,
Santa Claus
dude.
is Santa Claus trilogy, however many movies there are, and I think there's a TV show now.
Just
too.
because Heath and Sophia
Terrifying.
are on their phones, not listening anymore.
I'm reading
I
the
love
plot.
this.
Do you want to hear the plot, the
Yes,
summary
read
of
the plot of
Santa
Santa
Claus
Claus
2?
2.
Okay. The romantic storyline and laugh-out-loud humor work well
That's
for
not the
families,
fucking
generating
plot.
genuine
Read the
Christmas
plot.
spirit.
That's a review.
That's a review.
It's a summary.
That's not.
Okay, you
no,
wanna know
that's
the-
a review.
okay,
Read the
okay,
plot.
Dandino,
Be
shut
honest.
up. You want to
Be
hear the
honest.
fucking plot that IMD gave us?
Be real.
You want to see? Scott Calvin has been a humble Santa Claus for 8 years. That
That's
might come
bullshit.
to an end if he doesn't find Mrs. Claus. That's the entire fucking plot that it
That's
gives
all
us.
you need.
That's all you need.
Why did they say he's humble, though?
By the way, okay.
You don't think he's clapping cheeks?
By the way, not
That's
only
what
that,
the summary was going to
will
be
come
better
to
once
an
I got
end,
through it, but y'all
which
wouldn't let me
if you
finish.
don't watch the movie, you're like, well, Santa Claus will die. No, it's even worse. He like fly twos his way out of being Santa Claus. It's terrifying.
Yeah, he becomes Eric Stoltz instead of Jeff
Yeah,
Goldblum.
it's
Nothing
horrifying.
could be worse.
The movies are scary as hell. I don't care what anyone says. These are terrifying movies. Go for it.
Okay, so Dandino has replaced Toy Story 2 with Santa Claus 2. That's inspired. You probably are going to win now. Sophia, would you like to replace any of your movies?
No. Not after that. I'm not worried.
Now that you took
I mean,
Santa Claus
Toy
2,
Story
she
2 's
doesn't
on
know
the
what
board
to
now.
do. Yeah, Toy Story 2 is
What
back
am
on
I
the
to
board.
do? Should I take...
Highlander 2, The Quickening is on the board.
You know, I think I'm okay. I think I'm good. I'm going to let Dandino sink himself with the Santa Claus too.
Oh, you mean
There's a
fucking
reason-
fly through the night skies?
Oh my fucking God.
You know what people like, Sophia?
What?
Santa Claus.
I think a lot of people don't like Santa Claus, actually.
I think almost everyone likes Santa Claus.
I think all adults hate him because he puts this pressure
I
on
fucking
you.
love Santa Claus. Who doesn't like
What?
Santa Claus? Neither here nor there.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're just with
I
a bunch
have
of
a kid and I
Scrooges,
like Santa
Dandino.
Claus. Please. There's no pressure.
Yeah, we like the mythical figure. We like Santa Claus, not Scott Calvin's. Santa
Not the Santa Claus. I like Santa Claus in general.
I
The
like
idea.
the spiritual entity who is Santa Claus. Neither
You
here nor
like
there.
Santa Claus
Who
that
betrays
don't get captured.
greed?
Oh,
Fucking-
did you hear Heath?
Wait,
dude?
what?
Heath prefers his Santas that don't get captured.
Oh, very petite. Very petite.
Very Sam Price over
Very
there.
The Santa Claus
pussy.
movies, He controlled the weather.
what?
He controlled the weather in the Santa Claus.
That's
has
the
a-
third
a
one,
snow
and that's
globe
with
that can
Jack
help him
Frost.
control.
That's
That's
Martin
part
Short.
3 when Martin
That's Martin
Short
Short.
plays Jack Frost.
Yeah, that's the
You
only
really
one
should
I've
go
seen.
back and
I'm
watch
not going to do that.
more Jack
I'm going to be
Frost.
so honest with you.
Also, Jack
Oh,
Frost,
shit,
this
Jack
Killer Snowman,
Frost.
has
That
a
was
great
terrifying.
sequel.
That's a scary
Jack
movie, too.
Frost.
Yeah,
But
that's
we're not
also a
doing
great
that.
movie where then he
God
goes to a
exists and
tropical
makes someone
island.
a snowman. Horrifying.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
I can't wait
We
for
could
our
do
Christmas
this all
episode.
day, but that's it for the draft. Everyone's staying. You guys let us know who you think won in the comments wherever you find the pod. That would mean the world to us. Thank you, Dandino, for showing up and picking the greatest sequel of all time. Appreciate that.
Evil
Glad
Dead
we
2.
got that
I agree.
on the record. Yeah, I agree. All right. Let us know who won. We appreciate it. Share this with all your friends. Make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Misfit Parade. You can see video versions of the pods, our short films, and our sister pod, Keepers of the Crypt, which goes through every single episode of Tales from the Crypt. That's Dandino and I doing almost all of those. If you want to join us over there, that would mean the world to us. Go to the Messed Up Movies Podcast Patreon page. The best way to help support and grow this show and get the movies you want talked about jumped to the front of the line. Thank you for everything. We'll see you next time.